Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to TTS Xbox Podcast, Episode 8. And do you know what, J Rock, you best fucking know what TTS stands for, bro. Yo, J Rock,
Yo, what's good, bro?
what does TTS stand for?
Stands for talk that shit.
That's the one, bro. Talk that shit. I love it. I was afraid there for a second, bro. I go,
Nah,
he best know this because you be talking that shit on social media.
all day, all day. That's the advice you gave me.
What's going on, J Rock? Anyway, you been good?
I've been good, man. Just chilling. Just got that first shot of COVID vaccine, so I'm just laying back, relaxing.
That's good, man. It's good to see like everybody taking, well, majority of people taking the vaccine because COVID, it's not a joke, bro. It affects people different. Like me and Johansson got it bad, but
Yeah.
it is what it is, man. Talking of Johansson, what's going on, Johansson? He's in the chat. We got MJ Hernandez, a dogo with a cool saxophone. What's going on? JD, what's up? And who else is in there? Yeah, listen, guys. Today, I'll mention it later. But anyway, yo, Dirt,
Yo,
what's going on, player?
what's up, man? How are you doing, my friend?
I'm chilling, my brother. What's going on the social media, bro?
Hey, man, I'm seeing a lot of people. Well, I don't want to call their names out, but they're crying. Like, they don't know what to say anymore. Their old narratives are just about to be non-existent. Xbox don't have any games. Xbox is there. All those narratives they used for years, they don't really have anymore, and they're starting to cry about it.
Yeah, bro. It seems like they're running out of the narrative. No, like they're just coming out with any shit now, bro. We're gonna be talking about that shit today. We're definitely gonna be talking about some of the fruity stuff they've been talking about. People out there getting killed. Our boy Jay's out there as well, showing how to put an SSD into the Series X, and he was shaking. You were afraid, weren't you, J Rock? No,
I was afraid, man.
you were
I
afraid.
didn't know if it was the right one. I didn't know if Mark Cerny approved of it. I want to get them consistent read speeds, bro.
You have to, bro.
Come on, man. I need to get it right.
What's going what's going on, Paul AFC? What's good, bro, man? Hey, man, it's what Johansson, some fruity stuff is going on, bro. They killed that guy, whoever that guy was. They killing him on social media. They're making all kind of memes, all sorts of memes.
Man, over there with a big bowl of fruity pebbles.
Bro, they killing them.
I've never ever seen someone get killed like that, like in a long time.
Man,
In a long time.
I'll see.
Hey, Potion Sword One, what's going on, bro? Hope you well. Yo, Potion, if you're available, if you wanna come on, you wanna talk that shit, hit us up, bro. Let us know in the chat if you wanna come on.
Yeah, man.
Anyway, guys, do you know what? What can we start with? Do you know what? We'll start with the Halo Infinite, the fruit, the physics.
Oh shit.
I'll
Fruit
go
physics,
to
man.
the fruit physics. Yeah, I'll go to the. You seen
Yes,
it on
sir.
social media. Halo multiplayer is a tech test, a beta. Yeah, all these ponies coming out talking that shit. They're saying that the fruit physics in Halo, the bananas, the apples, they don't move properly. They don't explode properly. When you see shit like that, what do you have to say, bro?
Listen, man, it's clear as day that those guys intentionally tried to find something wrong with Halo Infinite because we're hearing all of this positive, press from Halo Infinite. After last year, Halo being absolutely destroyed with Craig and all that other bullshit, we're hearing all this positivity about Halo, and they don't like that. So they went out of their way to try to find any flaws with the game. Even though it's a flight, they still tried to find some flaws, and they found fruit destruction. That was their one flaw. Fruit destruction. The fruits exploded, but it didn't explode as well as I guess COD, which of course is a multi-plat, because they didn't find any first party games to show off the fruit destruction. So they chose Call of Duty, and yes, those pieces of fruit as I guess it was one individual fruit I guess, and each fruit kind of broke properly, but as far as Halo, it was like all of the fruit was one big thing, I guess, and it exploded and it didn't look as good. So yes, they're running with it. They ran with it until somebody exposed our favorite game, Sean, The Last of Us 2. They exposed that shit.
I send that.
And I didn't even notice that Abby didn't even have a gun in her hand and shit at first.
Oh, you didn't notice that in your video?
I didn't notice it. No, I didn't until somebody told me afterwards. I was just noticing the smoke or the dust or whatever it was. So, and like Naughty Dog is known to pay attention to every small detail in their game. So I was like, wow, that's pretty good. And it made me say, yo, leave these fucking Xbox guys alone, man, because this is a new breed. My boy J-Rock is a leader of this new breed of Xbox guys where they will talk that, hey, they ain't playing no games with y'all, man. Y'all need to just chill out. This is not the Xbox One generation anymore. With the Xbox One generation, guys like me and some other guys, we was kind of quiet. You know, we ain't had no ammunition when 100%. The opponents was like absolutely destroying us. But this is the new breed where Xbox is doing well, and guys like J-Rock and Methodical Memes and all, hey, they're not playing with you guys. I'm just saying. So, and I don't think the opponents are ready for it. But yeah, man, it's a lot of fun the last few days. So yeah, it's all about fruit, Sean.
It's all about the fruit. You know what? You got to understand what's going on. Mike Larry, what's going on, bro? He goes, "What's up, Sean?" And Dirt.
Little Larry.
Now listen, you got to understand when it comes to the Halo fruits, they're from the jungle. Them are tough fruits. They're different kind of breed. Them fruits, Johansson knows them type of fruits from the jungle. They cut from a different cloth. J-Rock, you seen the shit. I seen you talking that shit.
Yeah, you heard the ricochets off of them apples?
I heard the ricochet. Bro, what do you have to say, bro, when you see these ponies running out of narratives, trying to get any ammunitions out of, they're trying to get anything to that downplay a game like Halo or try to go after the Xbox guys in the community. When you see, go for it, bro.
Like Dirt said, there's a different breed of Xbox people out here now. We ready. They tagging me. I refute their claims. They block me. So don't tag if you ain't ready for the smoke. Right?
100%.
So the whole point of gaming is to have fun. All I heard during that with everybody playing Halo is fun. Halo is back. We're having a blast. I can't wait to get back to it. So the only thing they have to do, the only thing they can resort to, was shooting some fruit. And I said, okay, fine. That's good. I have their games. I played through them. I have fun. And I know they don't stack up to the same standards they impose on Xbox games. So what I did was, quick, 5 minutes. Let me go here. Let me go there. Record. And these people panic. Oh, Spider-Man?
I saw that shit.
Yeah. Fruit stands don't break. Oh man, Last of Us. What else? I mean, all your games. Every dev cuts corners. So if you play games long enough, you know where to look. It's that simple,
bro. You're 100% right, man. First of all, this is a tech test, bro. To go down to that point, this
old build.
I remember the old school the Xbox podcasters. Yeah, shout out to them flip floppers. Do you remember the puddle gate?
Yeah,
bro. Right. It's just silly, bro. Silly trying to nitpick at these little things. Johansson, I'll pop you up in the screen in a minute, bro. Rulio44, what's good?
What's up, Rulio?
Yeah, man. Just see the nitpicking, and this is a tech test. This game's not officially out yet. And
Sean, it's a tech test of a 2-month-old build.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing here?
Mike Larry. Yeah, we have noticed that Back 4 Blood will be in Game Pass, but Mike Larry, did you notice that the ponies got to go down the street corner, sell their bitch ass for $70 to buy that game? Did you know that, bro? Have you noticed that?
While we get it in Game Pass. Hey, you know what, bro? Let me say this right quick. The puddle thing was stupid too, but this is the thing that's funny to me. Back then in 2018, that's when Xbox was really struggling with their games, and Sony was killing it with their games, right? So what happened? The puddle gate was some shit that some Xbox guys, we nitpick because we didn't have anything to go up against it, right? So in my eyes, that's exactly what the ponies are doing with the Halo Infinite fruit shit. They know Halo is going to be a monster. They know this. They know Halo is going to be monster, and Halo is getting a lot of attention right now. So they say, you know what? Let's find some shit that's negative about the game, and that's exactly what happened. Like I said, the puddle shit was stupid and petty, and the fruit shit is stupid and petty. All of it is stupid. But y'all had y'all fun. It's our turn, bitches.
Dirt, and this is the thing. They back themselves into a corner, right? All this Bethesda sucks, Bethesda's this, and the biggest game they have for this year is a Bethesda game. So what they're gonna do? They're gonna praise it?
Nah. Yeah, what are they gonna do?
Oh no! Oh, please don't praise it because I got your receipts.
Oh shit! Have you got the receipts?
Oh, shit.
Yo, J-Rock, send me some of them receipts because I'll do a video about the ponies then.
So they back to a corner. They back themselves into a corner. They can't praise a Bethesda, Microsoft own, IP, right?
Mhm.
They Back for Blood is on Game Pass. So what they got? What do they have to do? Downplay it?
Yeah.
What they gonna say? Great! It is a great game, and it's coming on Game Pass.
Yeah,
Hey,
bro. Like,
I think they might try to bash Deathloop though. I think they might try to bash it.
They're gonna nitpick. They're gonna find something about that game and say, "Look, it stinks. Look, Xbox qualities on it." That's what they're gonna say, bro. Hey, Dev, are you there, bro?
Yeah, I'm here, man. I'm outside right now.
Are you outside?
Yeah, I wanted to pop in and see what you were talking about.
Are you? Have you seen any? Have you seen any ponies on the street corners?
Few of them. Passed by a few of them.
They got broken legs.
That's one right now. Oh shit! He's coming up towards me. He's trying to pull his hand out.
Oh shit, man! Make sure you put your hands up. You don't want them to bite you. Because, they got
Give him a fruit snack. Give him a fruit snack.
Chuck some bananas out there so they can look at it. Oh, Dev's hopped out, bro. Man, look, it's insane to see this, man. It is nitpicking. Obviously, I remember, like I said, the puddle game was stupid.
Yeah, that was.
Because that Spider-Man it's a solid game. Let's keep it real.
Yeah.
Halo, this is a 2-month-old build, a tech test, and they're trying to pick it, bro. Like J-Rock, me and Dirt talk like nearly most days on like party chat or behind the scenes, and bro, they're running out of narratives, bro. First it was Xbox has no games, 23 studios and counting. Now they're just trying to find anything to talk shit about Xbox. And do you see that, bro? When you're on social media, do you always see that, the nitpicking?
Yeah, I see it all the time. But they have nothing else to do. What games they playing? Ratchet and Clank for the 12th time?
Hey, talking of like their games, your favorite game. I don't know if you watched my video, but I know Dirt did. Maybe a few of the guys in the chat. Bro,
sold out everywhere.
sold out everywhere. You know that Haas market, the Returnal. Bro, J-Rock, these motherfuckers like to talk about numbers. Let's talk about numbers and let's keep it facts then. 10 million PlayStation 5s out there. We know Returnal is a PS5 exclusive. We know that. 10 million consoles. We know like these ponies have said, we like to own your games. Cool. You like to own your games. You like to buy your games. You laugh at us, man.
They like to buy physical, right?
They like to buy physical, which is cool. That's not a problem. You can buy your games. But you come at us when we say about Game Pass, this game is dropping in. But what happened to Returnal, bro? That shit only sold 500K out of 10 million install base, a PS5 install base. J-Rock, what these motherfuckers capping?
Man, I have no idea. So 500K, 10 million user base, over 10 million user base, right? 500K, and just a low number of percentage of those people, the 500K, even completed it.
And they said it was sold out everywhere. I'm not
sold
lying.
out everywhere.
I'm not lying,
sold
bro.
out everywhere. Right? We like to buy our games physically, and then it comes out that the majority of the games purchased on the PlayStation 5 are digital.
71%. That's a huge
71%. But the digital is not the future. Neither is cloud gaming, and we're just staying with old tech.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Rescue Squad. Thanks for becoming a subscriber. On this show, if it's your first time, or you might have seen us, or you might recognize some of the guys like, Dirt from WBG, Dev from Off the Curve, or like J-Rock just talking that shit on social media. Welcome, my brother. We here. We like to talk shit, and you're welcome. You're welcome to talk that shit in the chat.
Absolutely.
Yo, Dev. We thought the ponies got you, Dev. You were outside for 1 second.
I made it, man. I survived.
You survived. You're already sounding bad, bro.
They tried, man.
Maybe on over like by
My
the
man's
freeway or
hauling
something.
ass in the car.
It was getting a
Yo,
bit
Dev.
spooky there.
Hey, Dev, you sound a bit spooky, Dev. You best not be fucking paying $70 for them ponies. You best not be paying that. Hey, Dirt.
Yeah,
I want to talk about the house marketing. 10 million install base, 500,000. I know. Look, we don't like to talk about sales, but we know the ponies love to talk about sales.
They do.
They love to talk about sales. We like to own our games physical. You Xbox are cheap motherfuckers. You just wait for everything to come into Game Pass.
Right.
So why out of 10 million PlayStation 5, fastest selling console from the PlayStation, hardcore,
it's doing well.
It's doing well, incredible. Why the fuck that game when we had this? I'm gonna pull the receipts while she's talking. I'm gonna pull up the receipts. So some of these guys might not see my video. You best see my video, you motherfuckers in the chat. Make sure you hit that like button as well.
Yeah, what about Ratchet and Clank too?
We talk about that in a minute, but House Marquee Returnal sold out everywhere. Only did over 500,000. What are these ponies capping?
Yes, they were capping. But I'm not gonna blame House Mark that bad because, well, maybe I will.
I'm talking about the ponies.
Yeah, ponies. Yeah, they were capping because it was a PlayStation exclusive. Nobody's gonna buy that game. One, word of mouth got around that game was extremely difficult. Most people don't like difficult games. Like, no. And then you heard you couldn't save. It was some shit. You started off, you had to just beat the game in one sitting. Nobody wants to play that shit, man.
Not to mention when your console breaking during the middle of it.
Yeah, I mean, listen, like having a new IP be successful can be extremely difficult, right? We all know that. There's plenty of new IPs that did well, but there's some that didn't do so well. So Returnal is from a studio that's known to make AA games at the time, so people didn't know who the hell my House Mark was or who Returnal, what the game was. But 560,000. I mean, I'm thinking maybe that was a disappointment. I know Sony did acquire them, but I don't know, man. They were capping, bro. They were capping about the game. It sold out everywhere. Maybe it was sold out because they only got 3 copies. I don't know. Every store got 3 copies of the bitch. I don't know. But they were capping about it strictly because it was a PlayStation exclusive game. That's what's going to happen. Like someone like me, I get excited for exclusive games. I get excited for games, period. But I would not cap for every single Xbox exclusive game. If I love it, I love it. If I don't, I don't. Because to this day, I'm still not. I don't fuck with Sea of Thieves. I just can't. But
yeah,
those guys count for every single PlayStation exclusive, and this being one, Space Harrier 2021, and bro, the shit just didn't sell that well.
Yeah, let me 100%. Let me pull up the receipts because some people might think we're lying, we're chatting shit.
Yeah, why
these are the ponies?
Why you pull up those receipts? Let me ask everybody here a question now. Was Sony capping when it said it was a mega hit at 500K?
It's possible, bro, but J-Rock, if you look at your screen, everybody in the chat, look at the screen right now. Look at the screen, Dev, Dirt, with your 4 eyes. Look what it says here. I'm not the one who's saying that Returnal is the #1 best-selling game. It's sold out in the UK. On the right, look at what it says there. Canada, Best Buy, Walmart. Returnal is sold out everywhere. So if it was sold out everywhere, and you had about 8 million PlayStations at that time, the game should have sold more than 500,000.
At least a million.
They had a plastic shortage.
At least a million.
Oh shit!
They're gonna blame Havoc. You know what I'm saying? What Havoc is? It's on.
Yeah, what's going on, Polybaba? What's going on?
Polybaba, what's up, bro? See, but the thing is, J-Rod, to what you said, that's the same website that said Destruction All-Stars is a global phenomenon. So
right.
I don't really think they're that, they're all capping over there, honestly.
Yeah, bro, man. What's going on? Ray is in the chat as well, guys. We're gonna be doing a giveaway. I forgot to put it up, man. Should have put it up.
You see my boy Bay Area. What's up?
I'll leave that running for a bit. In an hour's time, we'll do a giveaway for Death Door. Dirt's completed it. J-Rock, have you played Death Door yet?
No, I haven't played Death Door yet. I did purchase it, but I haven't started it yet. I'm still finishing up Biomutant. So I'm between Biomutant, finishing up the Sun. That was a game I was mostly looking forward to for last month, and some flight simulator here and there.
Good shit,
So
man. You
once I'm done with Biomutant, I'm almost done with it. I'll jump over to that.
Yeah, was it Jigga J? Gimme. Listen, I'm doing it probably in the next 45 minutes, 40 minutes. It'll be a question you got to answer. So you have to be on the chat live. The first one who gets it the right answer, boom, the code is yours. It's a US code, and that's it, bro. Whoever gets it, good luck to you guys in an hour's time.
For sure.
Let me see. Yo, Dev.
They said, gimme.
Gimme. Yo, Dev, are you still outside or are you inside now?
No, I'm inside now.
What do you have to say about the capping when it comes to the Returnal games? We've seen the price, and we're going to be talking about that when we transition into Game Pass as well for around the world. What the price different for certain games? We're going to talk about that. But were they capping out of 10 million? It was sold out everywhere according to the ponies. 500,000 only sold. Was it a proper
I
cap?
thought they support the devs, man. They said they were supporting the devs. They were all for, I pay $70. I pay $70. Well, what happened to that? Where was it? Where are these purchases? Is Returnal worth $70? Apparently not to ponies, because it didn't sell shit. Sold out, like Dirt Griggity said. Dirt, you said they must have had like 3 copies in the stores if they sold out.
Every store had 3.5 copies.
3.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, that game is already on sale on the PlayStation Store.
That game went on sale like a week after.
Right.
That's the thing, bro.
They capped
Like,
for months. They capped for months before this game came out. Oh, we're gonna buy it $70. It's okay. Game Pass ain't shit. Yada yada yada. And like, look what happened. You guys didn't even buy the fucking game.
It's a next gen only game. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys didn't buy it. So what's the point of bragging about it?
I'm talking about like we'll transition to this next topic because the Halo part, the fruit and all this bullshit. It's just it was silly, bro. Let's be honest, it was silly. I want to transition, and this was on your show. There, obviously I missed out on it.
Yeah.
Game Pass Perry, is it Game Pass Perry?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So he lives in Australia, over that's New Zealand or around that area. He said that Returnal was $130, $125 you can get it for.
Yeah, man.
$125. Guys, think about it. That game is. I'm gonna keep it like the America place, the dollars. $125 for Returnal. Yo, J-Rock, did you see the price of that game?
Yeah, so man, I feel bad for the people down under, you know.
Yeah, so when you see prices like that, and this is not only about Returnal, it could be an Xbox game as well, Call of Duties. It could be Gears. Gears could be $110.
Yeah.
Have you just sent me a photo there?
Yeah, I just seen you the photo that Game Pass Perry sent me. But you know,
was that actually he actually sent that to you personally?
Yeah. Yeah, he sent it to me. I put it on Twitter.
Yeah. That's insane. Bro, go for it.
I'm sorry, but the thing is, I've learned a lot of different stuff about Australia from me tweeting that. Some people were saying the cost of living is much higher there, but their minimum wage is $20 an hour, which doesn't mean much as everything else is super high, expensive.
Balances itself out, yeah.
Yeah. So, but my point, like when I tweeted that out a couple of days ago, what Game Pass Perry said is that sometimes we're selfish gamers. We're selfish. It's all about us, right? And I understand that. I do understand that. But at the same time, for those guys, like remember a couple months ago, those guys were saying ban Game Pass or don't support Game Pass and all that bullshit. You got to stop thinking about yourselves, man. Because as you see, the price of that game is $124 with tax. $130 is rounding off to $130. But the thing is, Game Pass is still $15 a month there. Same thing in New Zealand. It's still $15 a month. So even though the physical games are pretty much the new generation PS5 only physical games are like $130, Game Pass is still $15, and you will be able to play Halo Infinite, all of the future Bethesda games, all of the Xbox Game Studio titles for $15 a month, and you can't tell me Game Pass doesn't benefit people, man. So when all those guys selfishly say get rid of Game Pass just over some console war shit, let's really think about that for a second. Game Pass benefits these folks, man, and not just not just other places in the world, but even in the States, man. I know some people that absolutely love Game Pass that don't have the money to buy every single game for $60, $70. That Game Pass benefits, man. So I think it's something to really talk about, to hear these prices in these other places in the world, man. It's crazy. $130 for a return. Just imagine you bought that bullshit, it bricked your PS5, and then you couldn't fucking pass it. I mean, like you couldn't even like get far in the game because it's so difficult. Just imagine that bullshit. I'll be pissed. I paid $130 for that shit.
And that's a fact. Game Pass continues to be a great bargain for gamers. Period.
Absolutely.
I've seen people who criticize it.
How can it be criticized?
They criticize it, don't support it, and then when they actually purchase the Xbox console, they turn around and say, Game Pass is incredible. It's great.
Yeah.
I've seen others that say the acquisition of Bethesda is irrelevant, and months later to go out and purchase an Xbox Series S.
Shout out Johanzo.
That video is funny. Listen, one thing you gotta understand: this is not. We're not like dog shitting on that one game. Other games will be that value as well. The price of them, certain games, the next gen games, the price is higher. For $125, just think about it, guys. Game Pass, and what he said, the price is basically the same. For the basic, just the normal Game Pass, it's $120, bro. Just think about that. Look how many games you get. Like, look at the games are just dropping like now in this month already, from the smaller to the medium size to the bigger games. You get so much, over 300-400+ games, and day drops new games as well. And look, you're paying for one game. You're paying for that, bro. I'm not fucking surprised. Game Pass is in the 20 million mark right now. And around the world, bro, like what we got to understand, like in the UK, it's like £12 for you guys. Is I'm talking about the Game Pass Ultimate, $15 for you guys. Australia was the same. I'm not sure with different countries there'll be the different prices, but to see the price difference for one game when you can play all these other games that's coming out this month, that's insane to see that, man. The price value compared to one game. I'm not surprised that once Game Pass is out there more and more people will understand what Game Pass is about. I think the numbers are just gonna climb up.
Absolutely. I was thinking about this, like another thing about Game Pass that I really love that kind of goes underrated is that for one, of course the price is like the buying point there. Like, I save all this money, I get to play all these games, but like at the same time, like I get to play games that I never would have played before. Like it increases my variety of games and shows me new lives and new games that I love to play now that I would have never played if I wouldn't have had the service. You know what I mean? It gives myself my own backlog of a variety of different types of games that I never would have played.
Yeah, like what MJ Hernandez, he's from Canada, and he said it's $19 there. So it's like $220 for the full year for Game Pass Ultimate.
Okay, so it's 19, bro. That's still not bad.
That's $220, and look at the games are dropping.
That's Ultimate, yeah.
Poly Baba, the devs they get paid. They can get paid in different ways. It's hard to wonder if it's per download or someone playing it. They could do whatever, like the money up front. The deal is totally different. It depends on the developer which deal they want.
Hey, yo, but Paulie, let me say this though, Paulie. You wouldn't see all of these devs putting their games on Game Pass if it didn't benefit them. I always think about that. You know what I'm saying?
100%. It's just
that's a fact. Look how it benefited MLB The Show.
Yeah, it did. They did, man.
Yo, yeah, that did very well. That game sold 2 million. I think it sold 2 million, and they said putting it on Game Pass was a great move as well.
Yeah, Sony said that. Sony said that was a great move. So they benefited from putting MLB The Show on Xbox as well as the MLB, because I know it sold 2 million on the PlayStation physically, well, like copies on the PS5, PS4. But I thought I also read that it sold 2 million on the Xbox as well as more engagement because of Game Pass. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I thought because it said it sold 4 million, and they said it sold 2 million on the PlayStation, and it's only on the Xbox, right?
It's not. I believe so.
Anywhere else?
I'm not sure if it's on PC or not.
I don't think so. I think it was just Xbox and PlayStation, and they said it was a good thing. Sony said it was a good thing for them.
So basically, if it sold like 2 million versus 2 million, and then the Game Pass on top of that, that's pretty impressive. That
yeah, man. Shit, Xbox guys been waiting for a baseball game for years. Shit.
As of right now, that's better than them Ratchet and Clank numbers.
Yeah, it is.
Well, baseball is big. Let's be real. Look, Ratchet and Clank, the game looks good. I know Jay. I know you played it as well. It's a 16-17 game, bro. Let's keep it real. Most of these motherfuckers that were capping for this Ratchet and Clank, they probably have not played the last 15 games, bro, or the 12 games. Let's keep it real, bro. Let's keep it real.
Yeah.
I'm alright. What's going on, Spider? What's going on? What's going on, man? He says, yo. Bro, I don't know what to say, bro. Game Pass, bro, it's crazy. That's what I love about like what we on social media, when we do podcasts, everybody around the world.
Mm-hmm.
You get different information, like you learn something new. Like when we found out, I knew the price was high, but when we found out a game is at $125, $130, and then Game Pass is still at $15, $16 there, you think, holy shit, I'm not surprised people are loving that, because Returnal is a game that it's not for everyone, because it's a difficult game. You die over, you go back, and you know it's not for everybody, that game.
Right. Yeah, man. Like I said, it's just sometimes we gotta just stop being selfish and think about, how these things will benefit other people. If you want to go ahead and buy your games, that's cool. Listen, I was that guy. I told you guys before. In 2017 is when I decided to go all digital. Before, I was that guy, the adamant guy. I want my games physically. I want the cases. I want them to be on my shelf. I want my games physical. But then I just said, man, it doesn't matter. As long as I can play the game and it stays, under my profile, I'm okay. The same thing with Xbox Game Pass, because at first when Xbox Game Pass came out and Xbox announced they will have all of their first-party games going in Game Pass on day one, the first I was like, that's great, but I'm going to still buy my games. I'm still going to, bro. When Gears of War, when Gears 5 came out, I'm not buying this shit. I'm going to play it in Game Pass and enjoy it, and that's what I did. Because I was thinking to myself, I'm still going to buy these games. I'm going to buy them. I said, nah, Xbox will prefer you to actually, subscribe to Game Pass and stay subscribed. So that's what I've been doing, and that's what's going on, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up a picture from Joey and that from his area. And Jada, I want you to look at the price for this. Look at the price for this. Look at the PlayStation 5.
Damn.
That's how much is it for? That's where he lives. Look, the Slim is $500. The PS4.
Yeah. Jesus.
The prices are crazy, bro.
Consoler.
That's why. Yeah, consoler. The prices are crazy, and this is why, like, something like All Access can help these guys. $1,000 for the console, bro. Just think about it. It's a fucking lot of money, bro.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of money. But what's crazy? What's crazy is if you were willing to spend that amount of money on that console, right? Don't like, what games are you gonna be buying? Like, you spend $1,000 to play what? Old multiplats?
Yeah.
No, you're gonna buy those next gen only games. So why is it that if they're buying it at that price, they're not purchasing Returnal, they're not purchasing Ratchet and Clank at numbers you would expect them to be?
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
See, it's crazy to see that like that around the world, bro. The prices are totally different.
Yeah, it is, man.
And I think this is where All Access, if they can get it in more countries, and it can benefit people because it's a low monthly fee, it's easier to pay, and you get the games as well. You get all the games that drop day and day. Like this month alone, I think this is 8 games from indie to like AAA, if I'm correct.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know if there's any AAA games in Game Pass this month, but there's
When-
definitely like Psychonauts. I would consider like a double A, my opinion.
The
12 minutes.
Psychonaut, 12 minutes, back for blood. Is that a double A? Or
That's October.
was that October? Oh, sorry. That's
Yeah,
my
that's
mistake
October.
then.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's crazy to
Yeah,
see, man.
sucker.
Yeah, sucker. JD goes, what? It sold 2 million, but it had 4 million players due to Game Pass. Right. That's what JD.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
that's what he's talking about.
That's fire. That's fire, man. So 2 million people still bought that shit. That's fire, man.
I think the game normally does what, a couple of million anyway. So for them, that's a bonus start.
Yeah, that's what he said, man. Plus, so with the 2 million Game Pass people that's playing it, I guess I don't know, they have some type of microtransactions or something.
Yeah, they do the packs. Basically,
Okay, so
to build your team.
Yeah, so that's helping them, man. That's helping them.
Yeah.
Why do you think people do free to play games? So you can just play the shit and then support the game with microtransactions. And bro, that's what Game Pass is gonna do. So yeah.
I mean, probably what I saved, it was what, $70, right? I probably spend that on building up my team and my play on it.
Right.
So they still getting the money.
Like J-Rock, you played? Did you play through Game Pass MLB?
Yeah.
Are you a big fan of baseball? First of all, like, is that a sport you like?
Well, I'm Dominican, so of course.
Hell
Who gives a fuck what you are?
Yeah, baseball. It's like the Europeans in soccer.
Yeah,
that's what we do.
It's huge.
We play baseball.
Huge. Yeah, it's huge.
No, that's good, man. So you must have been happy when it came to your favorite box.
Of course, man. That was their day one.
That's what it is, man. That's how you get people, bro. Come see your box, and when it's in Game Pass, I know people like I've seen ponies talk about. Look at the microtransactions going to be in like Halo or Gears. Look what they were doing, but bro, that's a $60 or $70 game you're getting through your service, just alone, bro.
I pretty much got all the achievements you could get in the game except for the March to October. I don't like that mode, so I don't really care for it. But everything else, already done.
Nice.
That's good, man. Yeah, Johan's just talking that shit, man. How much do you think a PC down here is expensive, bro? Johan's, bro, you need to fucking move out of Panama, bro. What the fuck's going on there? You know what to do there, Johan's. Walk down that street corner.
And do what? Walk down the street corner and what?
Put your fucking hands out and sell your bitch ass so you can get a fucking Xbox Series X.
Right. This get an Xbox Series X, what, 800 over there?
I think 800, he said.
That's crazy, man.
Man, that's insane, man.
I had somebody ask me on Twitter. They're interested in the PlayStation on upgrading their next gen console. They're interested on the PlayStation 5, but they're also intrigued by what Xbox and what they're doing. So what would I advise them to do? I said, listen, try to get both if you can't. If you can only choose one, get the Xbox now and get the PlayStation 5 later on when those bangers start coming out, which they will. And they will release those games. Yeah. But right now for this year and beginning of next year, there's really nothing there for you.
Yeah. Bro, that's like with me. I haven't got my PS5 yet, but trust me, by the time God of War about to drop, I'm gonna have my PS5 because I love God of War.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely going to be there for God of War. But Horizon, I didn't really care for the first one like that. It was a beautiful game, but I didn't really care for it. But I will, pick it up by the time God of War drops. I will have me an Xbox for real. I mean, PS5. I'm sorry.
A PS5, yeah. That's one of the things. That's definitely when the Horizon Forbidden West. That's when I'm hoping to get one. And I'm hoping they maybe do a custom, with the custom plates, or like we heard about, like they're making a revision as well of the PlayStation 5. So maybe we might get that one because I'm hoping that will be. They're saying it's lighter, a bit, maybe a bit smaller. I'm not sure. We'll find out soon enough, man.
Right.
Yeah, let's move on towards it. I know this is something that I'm gonna.
Let me say something right quick. Hold on, Sean. Let me say something right quick. I'm gonna use an analogy right quick because like somebody in the chat just said something. So if your favorite team has been struggling for years, right? They never really got to a championship. So when they get to that championship, say the Milwaukee Bucks this year, they won the NBA championship. Because their team haven't won a championship in a while, are they not supposed to be happy? Are they supposed to be, you know what? Yeah, I know we just won a championship, but you motherfuckers made us wait for 10, 20, 30 years. I'm thinking some of these ponies, that's their logic. Because Xbox first party has been dry for a few years, now that they're showing a roadmap and these games are about to drop, we're not supposed to be happy. We're supposed to be mad because they had a few dry years. That's the logic these guys are going with. Yo, you guys should be mad, even though the game's about to drop now, because it's been so long. Y'all should still be mad at Xbox, so y'all should not accept the games. That's pretty much what they're trying to say. Don't accept the games because they made y'all wait.
Well, that's a problem. That's a problem with today's society. That's a loser's mindset. That's a quitter's mindset. You often find that people with that type of mindset quit many things in life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Quit relationships, quit jobs, anything that gets tough. These people quit, man. These people ain't in it for the long haul. They're not loyal to anything. They just,
See, but that's the thing, though. I openly admit it several times. I admit it all the time. Yes, Xbox last generation was not the best. It was an underwhelming generation. Now I still love my Xbox, but yeah, the games just wasn't there. So when a company fixes their biggest weakness, when they continue to invest in fixing their biggest weakness, nobody will ever give them credit for that. They will not give them credit for that. So I don't expect them to. We said Xbox need to have some better games. They need more studios. Okay, check. They need to show a roadmap of their future. Okay, check. So what's next? Xbox better have a game of the year contender. Okay, if they do that, then what? What's next? Xbox need to what? I'm just saying, bro.
Cure cancer.
So it's never going to end. So what these guys say is irrelevant because it will never end. They will find something else. So
and a lot of the ones saying it aren't planning on purchasing the console anyway. So
even if they have the console, I don't think that matters because they, bro, it's the same old shit. Xbox still has no games. Or y'all don't play the game. What the fuck? What?
That's what they do, bro. The ponies out there, they're gonna continue talking that shit, bro. They're lowering themselves, bro. Look, first they're just upset, bro. Starting out this generation. Look, we'll admit. At least we will fucking admit. Look, I've been on podcasts and I'm there. The audio's there, bro. Last generation, Xbox could have done much better. The audio's out there.
Yeah.
But the difference is from you motherfuckers when it comes to this generation, bro. Jim Ryan just took over just recently, bro. We believe in generation. You defended that shit.
Mm-hmm.
No cross generation, bro. Xbox took the heat for 6, 7, 8 months for that shit, bro. And you fucking ponies just stayed quiet and just carried on with your shit, bro. And it's gonna be the same because you're gonna defend your console. Give credit where it's due. Yo, Dodge Knight, what's going on, bro? You back from the pub? Let me know if you want to come in and talk that shit. They're gonna continue. Like, look what's coming. It's come to the fruit physics in Halo Tech Test.
Shit gonna backfire on these guys, man.
And when they talk about Xbox has no games, bro, 23 studios we're coming into this generation. They're saying the last generation when they only had 6 studios, 7 studios, bro. If you saying the games not gonna be coming or they got no games, bro, you fucking delusional, straight up.
Sean, they're still using Xbox One narratives. That's the narratives they're still. This is the new generation. They're still using Xbox One narratives. And they just don't hit the same. It's funny when a well-known pony, look, I don't know if he's trolling or what, but I'm going to tell you what's a fact. A well-known pony decided to have an open mind to get an Xbox Series X. Did a review video. Said he's a little frustrated with PlayStation. Motherfucker got 90,000 views on the video. All of a sudden, he had 200, 300 subs. Now he got 1,000 subs.
1,000, yeah, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, sometimes people might need to pay attention to some of the things that's going on. I'm just saying because all of the Xbox hate, maybe it's not as popular as it was 4 or 5 years ago. Because it was very popular 4 or 5 years ago. Hell, 2 years ago, it was still popular to hate on Xbox. Maybe that's not all the rave anymore. And I tell you guys one thing, like I put on Twitter, man, it's a new breed of Xbox guys. They ain't gonna sit in there and take all y'all bullshit like some of us did last generation because we ain't had no ammo. Guys like me and like Tim Dog used to fight a lot, but we want, we ain't had no ammo to go back. We ain't had nothing to say. What was gonna say? Well, Sea of Thieves is we ain't had no ammo, but now it's a little different. Guys like J-Rock, hey,
listen, the guys who then like I know the ponies and the one or two ponies in the chat, and even on social media, bro. Them guys who used to cup say The Last of Us is a dad simulator. God of War, look, Dad of War. Bro, them are the flip-floppers you're talking about. They're the ponies now, bro.
To the left,
don't put that shit. Don't swing to the left, swing to the right. And you know exactly who I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You know you've been on the podcast with them guys. Yep. Them are the motherfuckers that said that. Not us. You catch me saying some shit like that, bro. You'll never catch me saying The Last of Us was dog shit. Spider-Man was dog shit.
One of my favorite games of all time.
It's a masterpiece. Them flip-floppers right now who turned this shit to before they were Xbox guys, they were capping because they said they were fanboys. Who told you to cap? Keep it real.
Yeah,
we didn't tell you to cap. Don't lie to your fucking supporters. You did that on your own, and that's why it's backfired on you motherfuckers.
Yeah, man. Some of those guys bash, say The Last of Us is boring. Spider-Man is this, all that shit. You can go back and look at my videos when I first started. I always said how I love PlayStation exclusives. Always said that. Always said I love my soul, but I always prefer Xbox. And back in the day, I used to try not to be a fanboy, right? I used to try to say, I'm pro Xbox. I'm trying not to be a fanboy. But guess what they did to me, Sean and J-Rock?
Go on, bro.
They still labeled me as a fanboy just because I said I was pro Xbox. So fuck it.
Embrace it.
I'm embracing it now, right? Y'all told me no. I was like trying to. Bro, I first started in really consistently 2017 doing videos saying, Xbox this, Xbox that. I love PlayStation, but Xbox this, Xbox that. Still have ponies in my chat, in my comment section, talking shit to me. You stupid Xbox, you do blah blah. I'm like, damn, I'm trying to be more fair, but they still labeling me as an Xbox. Okay, fuck it. I'm gonna embrace the shit then.
Yeah, that's the thing, bro. Like, whatever the previous people have said, don't put that shit on us. If us guys never said that, don't say all you bots have said the same thing. Catch us on Twitter. Catch us with the audio saying that shit. Then come back and say, fair plays, you caught us out red-handed. We never said that shit. And that's why half of these guys are backfired on them.
I've never deleted any video on my channel, any podcast. So look, man. Look. Embrace it. If you're a pony, embrace it, bro.
100%, bro.
Don't act like you're not a pony, but
don't act like a pony.
Just embrace it.
Bro, if PlayStation is your brand, your favorite brand, talk that shit, bro. Yeah. Talk that shit.
And you do talk that shit. We see it.
Simple. Xbox our preferred brand. Talk that shit. We talk our shit, bro. If you have to cap. But don't go to a level where you can't come back. And that's what some of these guys. No, that's what some of these guys have done, J-Rock, bro. They done this shit, bro, and it's backfired on them. The channel basically is fucking died. Is dying basically. Some of these guys on social media. Oh shit, Ray Ray's come out to you. Oh shit's come after you. I'm a boy Ray Ray. Talk that shit, Ray Ray. This motherfucker dirt. I told them. I go, listen, dirt. Listen, bro. Delete that dog shit. You don't need it, bro. Don't do that shit anymore, dirt. Focus on WBG.
Hey, let me tell you. Hey, Ray, you funny, man. No, Scram Pumps was fun, man, for a while. Until it became, something I didn't want it to become. But as you guys know, I never quit Scram Pumps. They quit on me. They quit on me. I never quit it. They didn't like the direction of the show, so they quit. But,
it's just one of them, bro. And it's it happens, bro. In this community, bro, it happens.
Yeah, of course, man. It's rare to see a podcast still together for years. I think who's one of the few? Iron Lord is one of the few that's still together after years. Who else? It's not many, man. It's not many.
No, it's not many, man.
Yeah,
So
do you
some
know
of these podcasts are a revolving door.
yeah,
It
it's
is.
always a revolving
And
door.
I'll be honest with you, it wasn't like something like they left the show straight up. And look, we get on with most. We all in the same DMs, all them guys. We all talk together most days anyway in the DMs.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just because Xbox dudes were popping with the ZeniMax deal and all that shit, and they didn't like the direction of the show.
They didn't like the direction that was of the show, bro. So,
No, but that was the news. When something is popping, you talk about that for 1, 2, 3 weeks, and then you move on to the shit.
well, it's a little more to it than that.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But that's when it started, though. On top of that,
Hey, yo, Maurice, I saw that too, man. Say I'm scared to go on PlayStation channel. What the fuck I'm going on PlayStation channels for? I'm an Xbox nigga. Fuck.
oh man,
Fuck,
it is
I
what it
can't.
is, man.
I've been on
Maurice
plenty of
was-
them before though, so
What's going on? Cicatas in the chat as well. Maurice, what's good, bro?
I'm not that debater though. People debate. I don't debate.
So
Look.
debate opinions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see that's what I'm saying. I don't debate. I mean, there's plenty of people that do that. I don't debate. What I'm a debate for? I like Xbox. You like PlayStation. That's it. That's it. I'm not trying to say Xbox is better than PlayStation. I'm trying to listen. I'm just telling you how I feel about whatever I'm talking about. Everything is not a debate. I'm not much. That's not even my strength. I would admit that's debating is not my strength. But if
Well,
I'm scared,
regardless,
I ain't scared to
but-
go on nobody fucking podcast. It's video games. What the fuck niggas gonna do to me? Come on, it's video
Right.
games, bro. Come on, man. Fuck am I
Right.
scared of?
Regardless, it always boils down to opinions and personal preferences on those debates anyway. So it's not like you're gonna convince the other side that you're right. No,
Yeah,
it's a
bro.
waste of
No,
time. Really.
it's
Yeah,
a difference between talking shit. We all talk shit. That's one thing. But debating, that's just not me. I don't do that.
Like what Maurice just said now, watch Z shows for debates. Bro, I've been on them shows. I started my first show on a multiplayer podcast, bro, and that was a difficult show to get on because there was Baron there was J Dubs, and obviously Xbox wasn't popping them, bro. I've been through the trenches, bro, on them shows. So the good debates. We had some hell of a debates, and that's why you can see me keeping it fair, keeping it real. Capping obviously, when we need to do a show where we've got a cap, we'll cap. But you never see me saying some shit like that about the Uncharted or The Last of Us.
Yeah, no. A good, hey, Sean, me said a while back, a good game is a good game. I don't care where it's from.
Yeah, where's it from? Good game, bro. Look, we don't have a PlayStation 5, but I still got my PlayStation 4.
Mm-hmm.
The last game I played was Ghost of Tsushima, and that was a good game.
Great game.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Good game, Last of Us, and that was a good. You know what? That was a good ending to a generation, straight up.
Did you encounter any fruit baskets in it?
Oh shit! I tried to.
Oh shit! So I see guys are really running with the PS5 version of Cyberpunk running better, but
right?
it should run better. Ain't nobody in the fucking.
Yeah, it's a lower resolution. Ain't nobody in the city looking like
Bro.
The Walking Dead Atlanta
Right.
over there.
I've seen that. Do you know what? That's a good. We'll switch to that now, and I'm gonna show a picture, guys. So please hit that like button. I think you sent that picture to me, and you were saying that the differences with the NPC, what's going on in the game and stuff like that. Just take a look at this shit, bro.
Exactly, man.
It's
We got
a
Dodge in here.
They're not running anything.
Hey Dodge, what's going on, bro?
They don't even got cars there, bro.
Oh, he's there. My UK brother Dodge, what's going on?
What's happening? You alright?
Darn,
I'm good, bro. First of all, my brother, are you pissed?
Nah, I'm just like in between.
It's like in between, man. What's going on? How you been? How's the family?
Yeah, family are good, mate. I've been alright. Got a load of games to play, so I've been busy. But yeah, man, other than that, yeah, can't complain, mate. How have you been? Alright?
I've been good, bro. I've been chilling. I'm going to be going back to work soon as well. But otherwise, I just talking that shit, bro. And you know what? I've got you on here because I want you to talk that shit. What do you have to say? We could do the Halo stuff because I know you missed out about the fruit. You want to talk about the ponies? What's going on right now on social media? Up to you, bro. Go for it.
I don't really know what the fruit. Just to tell me, what's the fruit thing? Because
So you know like with Halo Infinite, the tech test, the multiplayer,
yeah,
they were shooting the fruit. Someone was shooting the fruit, and it wasn't like the physics were dog shit. Basically, the same. And they're saying the Call of Duty is better. And then our Xbox brothers out there pull a clip from Last of Us, and it was doing the same shit. It was dog shit physics with the fruits as well. When you see shit like that, Dodge, do you think they're scraping the bottom of the barrel right now? Because they talked about like Xbox has no games. We got the studios right now. Game Pass is doing really well as well. So when you see shit like that on Twitter, what goes through your mind, bro?
well, I mean, for me, it's all very comical. Either so the fruit thing, the physics, and whatever else. Who the fuck's shooting fruit in Halo? I played that beta for the weekend. I'm not even a Halo player. I've never played any multiplayer of Halo. Barely played any Halo at all. But I loved it. I was blown away, and like Gaz from Game On Daily and that, I said, like, I'm a fraud. I've never really played Halo. I was always Call of Duty. But in this community is like I was, Sean, I was like subject to it at the start. I got roped in, and I used to get a little bit defensive and toxic. But
Definitely,
you like what you like. It's like football. It's nothing like football because I'm a West Ham fan. I ain't never gonna, even though they're predominantly dog shit. I they're my team. Yeah, they're who you pick.
Yeah.
With regards to console, it's a consumer industry whereby I'm an Xbox fan, but if PlayStation bring out Metal Gear Solid Remake exclusive to that console, I could just walk in the shop tomorrow and buy a PlayStation. It's not the same. The level of worshipping that some people do, and I urge you, I was listening on the way home, like the guys that we all know about and you've all spoke about.
Mm-hmm.
It's I mean, you can be like Tim Dog, who champions Xbox to a degree and calls them out to a degree. He's a fan of Xbox.
Yeah.
He doesn't talk on Sony 24/7. He doesn't. He's an Xbox guy and he talks about stuff that he likes. But there's these other guys that you've spoken on who only try and get where they want to get by.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, in general, like even me, like I briefly came back with some videos which I've got to work on, but I didn't want to get too wrapped up in that. Like I like Xbox. I've always liked Xbox. I've got a PC now, so I do the whole Game Pass PC thing. And I'll speak on that. We see it every day on Twitter. There's plenty of shit that we could speak on the Sony extremism side, but it's irrelevancy, It's what is the point of giving these people the time of day anymore?
But that's the thing, like Dodge. Like I've known you for a few years now. Yeah. But when you see on social media, like, and at the start, like you said, you were kind of fighting the console war, and you kind of backed off now. But when you see guys say, "Why are you an Xbox fan?" Like they make a funny face, like disgusted, like they're like disgusted or something that you're an Xbox fan. Why are you Xbox? They can't believe that you're an Xbox fan.
But that's because of the investment that certain people have, like in regards to this. It's quite sad. Like like I say, I'll admit I got soaked in at some point. I started listening to YouTubers. I mean, I had a 360, went through the whole OG Xbox 360, and then the Xbox One come. We were day one, we were there, we got it, and then Resolution Gate became a thing. And all my pals who I played Call of Duty with, and that was all like, we're going to go on to PlayStation. So I got a PS4, the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare bundle. And I just didn't like it. For me personally, I didn't like the user interface. I didn't like the controller. And, people say that it's a great controller, and it probably is, but I don't like it. So I had it for a brief period, and then I got into this community when the Xbox One X was coming back up. Started watching Colt and Dealer and Randolph and all these guys. Slowly got invested into the community, and then I started seeing the ugly side of things, which I got caught up in at a time. But now it's like I just sit back and laugh at it because those same guys who, I don't want to name people, but it's those same guys that wake up in the morning to fight the war. And at the end of the day, it's a like it's no different than going to the shop and buying bread or milk or anything. Like we can just go. Like if Sony, like I say, for me personally, to buy a PlayStation 5, Metal Gear Solid Remake would tip me. Like I would have to have it, you know. But and you get guys like Dealer and Colt, and you probably yourself, Sean, who have both consoles. Yeah, because you want the best of both worlds, and that's fine. I played God of War. I didn't finish it, but I will never say that game was shit. I would never say that game was shit because it was great. That's
what I want to hear. That's what I like to hear, Dodge. Sorry to interrupt you. Even though you're not finished the game, you coming out clearly that game is not dog shit. No, it's a high quality game, but it's not. You just not completed it.
The Last of Us, the first sort of remaster on the PS4, I got it, and I didn't really take to it. Now that's a me thing. Yeah, that doesn't mean because I didn't take to it, I'm going to say everyone else is wrong. The game's shit. Yeah, I wouldn't say that. Like, and Sony make great games. Like, let's not get it twisted. But if I want to play on Xbox, like, it's for a multitude of reasons other than first-party content. You know what I mean? The user interface, the community of guys, like all these PlayStation guys who talk 24/7 about how shit Xbox is and this. Where's the community over there? Because I don't see it. You know,
I agree with you. Like social, like on the Xbox Live chat, when I pop in, is like me, you, Dealer, Dirts in there, Carl, Zolka, all the guys are there.
We can all jump, you know, Sean. Like, if there's a party and I'm there with some guy you don't know, you're more than welcome to jump in with me.
100%.
We'll talk, you know, and it's the same thing with all the other guys, whether it's the higher, like, you know, the Dealers, the Colt Eastwoods and Tim Dogs and all that. You can jump in with them and have a conversation, or you can jump in with the lesser known people. Everyone's just like enjoying it, and the thing I don't understand is like those same guys. It's like a war for them 24/7. You know, it's sad.
Bro. Yeah, the Immortal Gamer 89. He goes, J-Rock's in the house. What's good, man? Yeah, look, Paulie Baba, 100%. A good game is a good game, regardless of the platform. And like, what do you have to say? Like what Dodge just said there. About like, look, he's not completed God of War, but he's not like dog shitting on the game because he prefers the Xbox brand, but he's still giving it credit, regardless if he's completed it or not. God of War, we heard about what other people used to say, the other Xboxes, the flip floppers. What do you have to say? Like what Dodge just said there, did it make sense? Like, is he right? Would you agree with him?
Absolutely, man. Look, man. Just like Paulie Bob said, a good game is a good game, regardless of the platform. Before I'm an Xbox guy, I'm a gamer, right? Before I'm an pro Xbox guy, I'm a gamer first. So if I'm seeing a game like that Stray game, that cat game called Stray, right?
I know, bro.
Looks incredible.
I think it looks good, bro. I'm like, right. I was like in the DM, I go, you're dead. Please tell me that's a time exclusive.
Well, they said it might be, but even if it was a PS5 exclusive, the shit looks incredible. I remember we kind of made fun of it when we first saw it. Like, is this a game really about where you're a cat? But when you saw the actual gameplay, like, yo, that shit looks nice, right? So, guess what? If I'm interested enough, I will get the game. It's this part of this, like, if I'm a fan of a sports team and another team has a much better player or a player that I admire, like, yo, dude is good, right? I'm going to say that. I'm not going to act like my team is flawless. My favorite team is flawless when they're not. But at the same time, man, I just give credit where credit is due. A good game is a good game. And, yeah, man, and like God of War will be the reason I get a PS5.
That's 100%. J-Rock, have you got anything to add to that?
Yeah, well, going back to what Dodge said, where's the community? Well, now, I know the numbers say one thing. They're usually on multiplayer games, but on Twitter, they say they're usually on single player games. They do not play multiplayer games. So it's hard to have a community when you're just playing single player, narrative driven, third person, over the shoulder games, right?
Mm-hmm.
So much so that that's one of the reasons they do not have a first person shooter. So I agree with Dodge. Listen, a good game is a good game. The reason I stick to Xbox is because my family is here. I usually only play with my family,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I like, but how Dirt said, you're a gamer first. So because I'm a gamer first, I purchase both consoles day and day. As soon as they drop, I purchase both because some games I want to play. They have PlayStation has games that interest me. So when those games drop, I purchase them. I purchase Spider-Man. I purchase Ratchet and Clank. There's nothing really else I don't want to play. Returnal, that doesn't interest me. So that's the decision behind that. Now the ponies, why I always attack the ponies is because they're hypocritical. They have double standards. They don't keep the same energy despite telling others to do so.
Right.
And that's the reason I do what I do. But at the end of the day, like all you guys are saying, we're all gamers, and your actions speak louder than the words. So if you're really a gamer, then you should be owning all these consoles, because you can't tell me that Xbox doesn't have good games. You can't tell me Nintendo doesn't have good games. You can't tell me PlayStation doesn't have good games. Whether or not those games appeal to you is another story. But at the end of the day, you got to acknowledge good games are good games.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with you. Let me do this giveaway. So the giveaway is for Death Door.
Great
It's
game.
an indie game, great game, lad. I think Dodge. Did you manage to play that game, Death Door?
Yeah. I've played. So the Ascent came out not long after, and then this Back for Blood beta, which sort of took me away from it. But I'm sort of like 2/3 through the campaign, and I'm absolutely loving it. Like it's, it's not my type of game at all. Like, but I saw it at the indie showcase on Twitch, and I liked the look of it, and sort of followed it. Then Jez came out and said it was a sort of Game of the Year contender. Got it. And don't regret buying that at all. And the thing is, as well, is like people need to remember a game doesn't need to be $60 to $70 to be considered a great game. You know what I mean? It's like,
I agree with that.
It's a two dev team. It's the same thing with the Ascent. I was getting the needle a little bit on PC through GamePass. We didn't have the ray tracing or the DLSS in the game, and it is buggy. But then you need to, instead of being entitled all the time and being like, complaining all the time, what you need to do is take yourself back and sort of go, it's a 12 dev team, it's their first game, it's very ambitious. Like
the detail in that game, bro, is
the physics in that game are
the detail
unreal.
Yeah.
It's everything. It's the backdrops of the world. So
yeah.
I've been playing with Chris Grinnell, so I sort of said, Chris, we might want to leave this for a couple of weeks and let him sort of patch it out. But people need to stop being so fucking entitled,
Yeah, when it comes to indie games. So this is going to be a question to the chat. So guys, get ready. So back in the days, Microsoft purchased a studio. How much money did they pay for the studio? And that studio was Rare. How much did they pay for Rare back in the days? The first person who gets it right will win a code for Death Door. It's a US code only, so it's donated by Stone King X, and Stone King, he supports all the Xbox guys, So shout out to him.
Stone King is the man, bro.
So back in the days, Microsoft purchased Rare. How much did they pay for that studio? MJ Hernandez,
Damn,
the first guy. Damn, Death Door, bro.
God
Shit. Damn, he was fast. MJ, the code is yours, bro. You can do whatever you want. You want to sell that bitch? Sell that bitch if you want.
Damn, they Googled that real quick, didn't they?
Yeah, that was quick. A dog over the two saxophone.
Got that PlayStation SSD installed in them, boy.
Yeah, real fast.
Man, congrats to you, man. Congrats. I'll send the code after the show once I get time, man. Let's see. Yeah, that's bang on, bro. The
Hey,
shout out to
congrats,
Storm.
MJ.
Look, congrats to MJ, and you know what? Shout out to Storm King X. Respect to that guy, man. He's done like 2-3 giveaways. Like, look, I'm not like this channel is small. He gives the codes to like all sorts of like smaller channels. So shout out to that guy.
Yeah, Stone King's the man, bro. We appreciate him.
100%, man. And do you know I want to talk about something there? You talked about it on your show.
Mhm.
I don't like to talk about stuff like this, but I think it has to be done. Activision, bro.
Yeah.
What's going on with Activision? And one of the things that I read, I know you brought this up,
Mhm.
bro. The workers they were installing cameras
Oh,
underneath the sink in the women's room.
hey, man.
Bro, what the fuck? We heard all sorts of things, and what the
Activision.
fuck is going on with Activision right now? And
They were
we're
trying to copy vision.
bro, like when you hear shit like that, bro, cameras installing secret hidden cameras, spying up, the ladies' private parts. They're trying to, bro. What goes through your mind when you hear shit like that?
When I hear shit like that, Sean, as a father of 4, it was 4 girls. I have 4 girls. And I try to get them prepared for the world. I have a 20, shit, how old is she? She about to be 23. I got 21-year-old, 16 and 12. So I'm trying to get them prepared for the world that there are a lot of creeps out here. And whoever in the fuck was putting cameras in the bathroom, they should be arrested, bro. What the hell? Come on, man. That's scary to me. That's scary as a man with daughters to know they can go in the bathroom at their workplace and some dick face has a camera under the sink or under the toilet. Bro,
Some shit like that,
that's
yeah.
sick. That's sick. And Activision Blizzard, what the hell is going on over there, man?
It's
Bro,
just
this shit is sick.
it's I don't know what to say, because it's like something, on social media, it's about the console war, talking about games, having fun, taking the mick out if it's the Xbox guys or the Sony guys. But when you see shit like this, and we know like people in the community, like girls as well, like Luca, it's a very good close friend, and
Snow Bunny,
Snow Bunny as well, and
Lady Foxfire,
Lady
yeah.
Fox, and all these guys. And to hear that, like, Dodge, I'll go to you, bro, man. I'm sure you send this on social media. Activision is taking some big hits, and do you know what? After hearing, bro, we just heard about these cameras, secret cameras. What else have they done, bro? Like, Dodge, when you hear shit like this, you got a daughter, bro, beautiful daughter, bro.
I know. I just I spoke on it on Dutch's podcast last week, and as bad as it is, and we're talking about it because it's a gaming related topic. This goes on in all industry. It's a flex of power. People who get put in certain positions take liberties. Like to a further degree, obviously. Like you got the likes of like Harvey Weinstein. People who just take the fucking piss because they're in a position of power. It's shit. And it ain't nice at all. And if there was a funny thing about it, is Activision for the longest time have took the piss in all walks of their business, like in whatever they do. And now the state of California, for this reason, are going hard at them. I would love, I don't mind Call of Duty. I didn't buy Cold War. I played it for the longest time. It was all I ever played. I would love nothing more than for people to boycott it. I say the same thing with EA, with FIFA. They don't really change anything year on year, but they still charge the same money. That should be a free-to-play game for me. I want people to boycott it, but ultimately, at the end of the day, again with EA, with Battlefield, you give us a modern Battlefield and monetize it. We don't care. Like we just want it, and we'll just scoff that up. But I'm glad Activision are being called to account. Bobby Kotick's a piece of shit.
Bro. We'll talk about the new leadership after I get to J-Rock. Like, one thing that Dodge is, bro, we just heard about a secret cameras. What else have they done? do you know, like, I believe Jason Shirai just dropped an article and he talks about 50, I think 50 women came forward. It may be a mix because it can happen to men as well because, you know, like I said, power, bro. When someone's in a position of power, they can do what they want because obviously these guys need a job, they got a family to provide, and they just take advantage. Like J-Rock, we heard about the secret cameras. I'm not sure if you got a daughter or, you know, nieces or whatever, but when you hear shit like this happening in a big company, Call of Duty is like one of the biggest games that comes out year in, year out. And I personally think I don't think it's gonna get boycotted because people they talk but they don't walk it, bro.
Right.
But when you hear about the secret cameras, what else have this company, the people who are working in this company could have done much worse and we maybe don't know about it. It's sickening to hear this. What's your thoughts on it, bro?
Definitely, man. I don't have any kids. I don't have any daughters or anything. But it's like what Dodge said. It's just an extension and a reflection of the leadership at Activision. They've been screwing gamers over. They don't care. They abuse power. So to be honest, this isn't really shocking to hear.
Yeah.
It's kind of expected, especially with the whole Me Too movement. People getting exposed, people abusing power. But it's sad to hear. It's sad to hear that they're still doing it even after that whole movement and the shit that stirred up. That they will still get caught doing these type of things. You think they'll learn from other people's mistakes, but no. You know what they say: power corrupts.
Yeah, 100%. And one of the things I want to bring this up, Laville. This happens in all companies, but always actually, I'm glad that people are coming out. Over 50 plus people. There's probably people don't want to get named. They kind of stay quiet because some people they get embarrassed when something happens like that. Like what Dodge you brought up, that Harvey Weinstein, bro.
But it's hard. Like you got to remember as well as that is like it's not like if someone's been abused or in any form of way, like that's something that they've got to deal with. So it's not as easy as just going, oh yeah, me as well. Like,
yeah, it's not easy coming out.
It's a hard thing. So all those people who spoke out on it, like fair play to them, you know.
And I'm glad they spoke out to it because it needs to change. It needs to change. And I'm gonna pull up now the transition to this. I'll go to you the new leadership. Let me share my screen, bro. 1 second, guys. Please, there's 28 people in here. Please hit that like button.
Hit the like button.
Yeah, I'm gonna share my screen. If you don't mind, can you please read this out, please?
Like just as me or
just as you, bro, because it's a serious topic.
Yeah, Blizzard president Jay Allen Brack is leaving the company. Replacing him will be Mike Ybarra, formerly Xbox, and Jen O'Neill, 18-year company veteran. It's great to see a woman in the role at Blizzard. Today's Activision earnings call is going to be a mess.
Yeah. Now, one of the things why I'm bringing this up there, we know like Mikey Ybarra from the Xbox. We seen him on E3 stage, and they got Jane as well, a lady as well in power. They're kind of both going to be leading the ship, and hopefully they can correct it over time. Mikey Ybarra, and I'm not sure about that because we just know Mikey Ybarra from the Xbox. That's what it is. Right. And he's been on podcasts like RDX, and we kind of know what his character's like. Do you think he can correct the ship and really do a good job of it, hopefully?
Well, I think he'll do as good of a job as he can.
Yeah.
I hope what happened hasn't stained the company so bad that it's beyond repair. Hopefully not, but it's pretty bad. But obviously, I don't know Mike Ybarra personally, but we've heard him on a lot of podcasts. We've heard him speak a lot. And he seems like to be the type of guy that can hopefully take Activision Blizzard in a different direction, a better direction, than what they are now. Because right now it's an absolute mess. And also, to have a female appointed to a higher position like that is also good, especially after everything that's been going on. So
I agree with you. Like Dodge, to see Mikey Ybarra, obviously, he's been on Dealer's show as well. Hey, what's going on, Rodimus? We heard him talk. He's a good friend of Tim. Tim tells us stories as well about like what kind of person he is behind the scenes as well. and a lady in charge as well. Do you think this was the right move, the necessary move, to get a lady and someone like Mike in charge of the company as of right now?
I mean, for me personally, like this is probably going to be Mike Ibarra's biggest job. So, I mean, at the end of the day, you want to know that the people taking over are adequate to do their jobs. But secondly, as well, I don't think it really matters who's going to sort of take over, because once a brand gets associated with something, it's downtrodden, you know. And Activision, I keep going back to EA as well. Like EA of late have started doing these remasters or remakes, you know, to try and be a bit more friendly. But it's going to take a lot to shift that label that they're going to have, and that bad rep that they're going to have now. So yeah, we'll just see. I mean, J. Allen Brack, he got a lot of shit for something at a BlizzCon last year. I don't know, mate. I mean, like I say, at the end of the day, the be-all end-all sort of falls back to Bobby Kotick, who's like top banana there, who takes a lot of money and does not a great deal. So it's all well and good changing like the generals, so to speak, but if the top dog is still the top dog, it's like, does anything really change? You know, I hope it does. You know,
hopefully over time,
yeah, hopefully over time. But yeah, you'll have to wait and see, won't you? You know,
Right, I agree. The proof is going to be in the pudding. Right now, for optics sake, it looks good, but you have those people that say they're only doing this. Why? Because of the, of the case and the trouble there, and they only put a female there because it was females who came out and spoke against them. So now they want to just, to have good optics, place a female there. At the end of the day, we don't know. The proof is going to be in the pudding.
Yep.
Yeah, man. It's good to see like someone that we kind of know in the community, Mikey Barra. Hopefully, he can do a great job, and I'm glad they put a lady Jen as well there, kind of help give more. That is what's happened to these ladies. I don't know. It's good to see a woman there in power. Kind of like when they look up there, they can talk to that person. It'll be easier to talk to a woman about what's going on in the company. If this happened or this is what's going on, they might find it a lot easier to talk to a lady than to a man. And I really hope they do correct it, because it's not nice. And I know it happens in every company, in big companies. And I know, like, even Phil came and talked about, like, he had a meeting with a bunch of women, and I think a lot of these companies want to be careful, because they're $1 billion. It's $1 billion corporation. The company's so big, so many people are working in the company. You just don't know what's going on, and let's hope that this doesn't. It can't happen again, but it doesn't. They can correct it. I just hope they can correct it. Activision does a good job. The new leaders right now, they do a good job on that.
Yeah, I hope so, man.
Right. Shout out to Phil Spencer and the Xbox scene for leading the charge and promoting women and people of color into these positions of significance within the company.
I agree, bro. I like to see the diver. I love to see the diversity.
That's one thing nobody can take away from Xbox. They do engage with the community like no other game company. You could catch them on podcasts. You could catch them reaching out. You could catch a YouTuber presenting a show, for God's sake. You know what I'm saying? They're doing a good job.
Yeah, well, like what Johansson was saying, it's not only leadership, but it has to start from somewhere, bro. And the lower position, like the team leaders, supervisors, they need to either get cleaned out, replace them, and go from there. That's hope it happens, man. I know this was a sensitive topic, and it's something that I definitely wanted to talk about. I'll be honest with you, because it is big, and we do have friends, like lady friends in the community. So it's one of them, bro. Let's hope we don't hear something like this again in a big company. And we'll move on to the final topic there. Let's do some TTS, bro. TTS time. Let's talk that shit straight up. These pawns are desperate, begging out there doing fake pictures, putting fake pictures on the screen. Kojima, once again, they're talking about Kojima. We all knew it was. Bro, I sent the tweets, I got the messages, I got the receipts. They were saying Kojima was playing all of you Xbox. He's making a game with Blue Box. You sent the picture.
Yes.
What went down, bro, on Twitter?
Well, some extreme PlayStation fanboys Photoshop a picture of Kojima wearing a Blue Box shirt, and on the monitor that was behind him, they had some pictures. I think a couple of the pictures were actually real. But there was one picture in particular. It was the upper left-hand corner that was clearly I don't know the guy's name, but the guy who
Hassan, yeah.
Hassan, he's the head of Blue Box, right?
Blue Box, yeah.
See, he did a video a week or two ago talking about the game Abandoned, and bro, it was that video. So
same picture.
They took a screenshot from that video and put it there. I knew immediately. I was like, that shit is fake. But of course, some ponies put it out there that it was real, and of course, my boy J Rock exposed
I think
the real picture.
I think J Rock's got a tweet up there. Let me just pull it up soon, bro.
J Rock put the picture, the real Kojima picture, and of course, everything like the Blue Box shirt was photoshopped, and it was a couple pictures in the background that was photoshopped.
That's what we're doing now, Dirt. That's a desperation.
It was funny.
We got a Photoshop conspiracy theories.
Nah, yeah, I'm gonna pull it up, and this is from J Rock. Shout out to him that he loves talking that shit. Oh shit, our boy J Dub's on there as well. Oh shit, yo, you pony, take it like a bitch. But on the right, but he didn't do the. I think someone else did the Photoshop, but. On the right hand side, so J Rock, explain what's going on here, bro, because this is your tweet.
Listen, man, they believe in the conspiracy theory that Kojima, the Blue Box, they're gonna do a Metal Gear Solid remake, they're gonna do a Silent Hill new game or something like that. The guy came out himself and said, listen, this is not what this is about. But of course they're digging into Reddit forums and connecting dots and creating tinfoil hat factories and doing a whole bunch of it because they don't got nothing else to play. So I don't blame them right now. That's what they got to do.
So on the right,
cutting up fruits.
Oh shit. So on the right, that's the real picture, ain't it?
Right, that's the real picture.
That's the real picture. Right. And on the left, someone did a Photoshop and put that picture. What Dirt was talking about, that video from Hassan, that's saying we're not making a Kojima game. And ponies run with it, as you can see.
Right, and they took it as confirmation that they were always right. They hyped it up. You can see if you were to go to the comment section, they're celebrating. They always knew they were right once again. Kojima is a genius. Everybody's fooled except for them because but it's typical pony stuff.
But what's it was funny to see this because they came out and said Jeff Grubb was a liar once again.
Yeah.
Man,
right.
Dodge, did you see this, Dodge? You're on mute. You're on mute.
Sorry, mate. Yeah, no, I see all sorts of wild things out there.
Let me add a bit more to it. Look, as soon as this came out, number of ponies came out. They were saying, see, Jeff Grubb is a fucking known liar. He doesn't know shit. He doesn't have no insiders. He doesn't have no sources. Kojima will never work with Xbox. He'll only work with PlayStation. Bro, after seeing this, some people are going out there. They're desperate, bro. Desperate to do Photoshops saying that Kojima is working with Blue Box. They're making a Silent Hill game or Metal Gear Solid, remake. I mean, bro, is it hilarious? Is it hilarious to see that they're going to this? They're going down to this level, bro, to try to make someone prove someone wrong.
It's not ridiculous to see them go to this level. It is ridiculous, but I'm just saying it's not surprising.
To go down to this level, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, obviously they had the exclusives at the start, and then Destruction All Stars ended up just not being 70 quid at all, and stuff like this. So these guys want to downplay things, and you know, if we go back to sort of meta for a start as well, is like that's why I can't stand meta, because the Metro, as you know, Sean, is a tramp's pillow.
Yes, bro.
That, you know, no one, you know, but they gave the Ascent a 30, which damaged the score, whatever. People parade it around. But the Kojima thing as well, I mean, I won't name names again, but I saw one guy who was like, you know, every other day was like, oh no, we've got big news coming. And he kind of fired up. Yeah, he kind of fired up the dev, whoever's working on that other game. He stirred up that whole thing that Kojima was behind it, and in the end, they had to come out and address it. It's, you know, like when you dedicate your life to this warring that they do, it's just pathetic, really.
So, what are you talking about? Your Dodge? What are you talking about? MBG by any chance?
Yeah. In the end, he had to address in a statement and sort of go, "Oh, I'm sorry." Like you're just talking rubbish, mate. And another guy as well who basically come out and put like a tweet as if like he was an insider and said like, "Oh, the PS5 expansion is almost done. Thank me later." It's like, fucking, well, of course it was going to be done. But yeah, just this whole thing on the whole, you know. But I see people on the Xbox side. Is like, you know, if a PlayStation game reviews badly, you know, that's the concept. Wild. Yeah, it's
the thing is, like, why? As soon as that picture came out, Dodge, they were out there straight. They were trying to take Jeff Grubb head off. He's wrong. And, bro, they're desperate for Kojima. Look, Jeff Grubb is pretty confident. Look, first of all, Jeff Grubb, Jess Corden and these guys, they're fucking media. First of all, they're fucking media guys.
Yeah.
They'll have their close sources and they'll get information before everyone. If it's from Microsoft or from a source a close person that they know in the company. To discredit them, they went to this length. To do a Photoshop because they really do. Jeff Grubb is talking that shit. That's one thing I like about Jeff Grubb. He talks that shit. He said Kojima. He goes, these ponies are desperate. Yeah. He's begged PlayStation or Kojima to come out.
If Jeff Grubb had come out and said that Kojima was going to be working on a new exclusive for PlayStation, nobody would have questioned him on that side. It's because of the fact that everything that he's saying is what they don't want to hear. Exactly. Like Kojima is a weird one for me because I love original Metal Gear, like the first game.
100%.
And I won't criticize him, but some people, he's like Marmite, you either love him or hate him. But I know he's well loved. The fault of him working with Xbox for some is unfathomable, you know. But at the end of the day, Kojima is an artist, and Sony weren't too pleased with Death Stranding's performance. So if Microsoft come over and go, we've got a cloud infrastructure, we've got a load of fucking money, build what you want. Like as an artist, that's what you want to hear. You want to be able to create your vision. So
without restrictions.
Exactly. Like, you know, Sony at the end of the day would have probably at some point, I know they don't usually rush games to market and they don't mind a delay, but they probably would have looked at their release schedule and sort of gone, well, we've got to sort of pull the trigger on this. It's got to go. I just think like, you know, I'll wait and see what Kojima does. And regardless of Kojima, like, the amount of studios that Xbox has got, we ain't hanging on that one game. Like, we're not sitting there waiting for it because it's going to be our only banger. Because there's a lot coming. But yeah, we'll take a Kojima game. We'll see what happens.
100%, bro. Like J-Rock, let me talk to you, my brother. They're losing their mind right now. The ponies are losing it right now. Imagine when they do announce that Kojima can make a game anywhere he wants. But as of right now, he can make a game for PlayStation or Xbox at the same time, bro. But imagine when he makes a game for Xbox exclusive. They're having a meltdown right now. Imagine when Kojima or Phil Spencer announces it officially. All the
Right.
receipts, all the receipts ready, bro.
The receipts are ready. I just hope Kojima is ready for the death threats. I'm sure he's gonna receive because you know how they do. Every time something like that happens.
How
Yeah,
dare you? How dare you?
Right. How dare you? You turned your back on
fucking-
Japan, the glorious
Right.
Japan,
Oh, shit.
Japan's
Oh, shit.
console. Like, come on, man. Stop it. These weeaboos over there.
Yeah.
Listen, but let's go back to that the whole rumor, right?
Okay.
The rumor is Kojima has given it his blessings. It's not like he's even involved in it. He's given his blessing for the Metal Gear and the Silent Hill, right?
Okay.
So you know how ponies love Metacritic. You know how they love the numbers, the sales. Try to convince me why I should be hyped for a Silent Hill game.
Hey, I don't know, bro. Maybe
The
the police can tell
Metacritic
you.
isn't there to justify it. Neither are the sales. Well, the you want me to get hype over a remake?
Hey,
You guys, they won't even release the
call it
Demon
that.
Souls numbers. They won't release Demon Souls sales numbers. Why is that?
Bro, they'll
That's a
call it
good
director's
point.
cut.
That is a game that we don't know how well it sold, huh? Yeah, that's it.
Hmm.
It's a good point.
So you want me to get hype over a remake and a Silent Hill game? What was the last good Silent Hill game?
I'll be honest, I've never been a fan of the Silent Hill games.
No.
Yeah.
Now, you got any more to say to this, bro? After this,
I want to talk about Jeff Grubb for a quick second.
go for it.
Jeff Grubb
bro.
seems to be the type of guy that if he's confident about something, you can see it and you can feel it. Even in his tweets, you can just feel it that he's confident about something. And he said some things over the years. I would say he's 70-80% correct.
I agree with that.
I know Ponies tried to rob him when he said Xbox Live Gold will be free eventually, but he said eventually. And they kind of said, no. See, he was wrong. He didn't say when it will be free, and they just went after him. So he has a track record, and when he talks, we listen. And Dart said if he would have said that Kojima is making a PlayStation game, they would have just, oh yeah, that's great. Jeff Grubb is the greatest. But since he said he's making an Xbox game, and you're right, J-Rock, he's going to get some stuff. He's going to get some shit. How dare you turn, like you said, turn your back on Japan? What are you doing? PlayStation made you, or some shit like that.
Do you remember I had that receipt? Someone did a petition or something to save him or some shit. Do you remember that picture there?
You said a petition? No, I don't remember that one.
Remember back in it, they said stop making the game. Do I have it? Let me look for it, bro, man. I thought I had it.
I don't remember. Oh yeah, a petition to not make an Xbox game or something like that.
Yo, I found it.
Yeah, I do remember.
Yo, you could do your 1 second. You know what to do with this. 1 second.
Yeah.
I just found it. I can't believe it, bro. The desperation's real, bro.
Yeah, it's like Dar said. I think it was obvious Sony wasn't happy with the sales of Death Stranding, and the game looked like it was very expensive. They had all those.
Look at this shit here. Dirt. Do your dirt loop guy, please.
You want me to do my dirt loop guy?
Yes,
Cancel.
please.
Exclusive. Oh shit! Look at this shit here. Kojima is betraying his loyal fans. Ain't that some shit? He a jive turkey. He has been blinded by greed. We must help him to come back to the winning side. Please share this petition everywhere. Hey, Shan, this is some bullshit. Let me finish reading this shit. Not everyone has good enough internet to stream games. They so fucking stupid. They think it's all about streaming.
Right.
They talk about the cloud technology. Hold on. I never read this before. Not everyone has enough money to buy a new console or build a new PC. Please, Kojima, don't leave us. What the hell, bro? Hold on first. When they said cloud, that doesn't mean it's only going to be on xCloud, you idiots. That means he's using the cloud technology for something. Kind of how Microsoft Flight Simulator uses the cloud technology. Right? What is wrong with these people?
Right.
Oh my god.
The most disturbing part was don't leave us. Like they're in a personal relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come
Like
on.
I say, he's an
leave us.
artist. He's like, as an artist, he's going to go best, like where he can create best, you know.
Yeah,
and
right.
if Sony were like, oh, it's a little bit disappointing, we'll be in touch for something, you know, and he sort of hung out a bit, and Microsoft go, yeah, because the thing is with Microsoft is, say what you like about Kojima, if they get him on board, that's their footstep into the Asian market. If they can market an exclusive Kojima title to Game Pass,
right,
and the Xbox console, they love him out there, you know. So it's a no-brainer at the end of the day. And just going back to the petition stuff and that, yeah, people are fucking weird. Like it's someone's gone out of their way to make that petition on behalf of Sony, basically, and it's carnage. Like it's absolute carnage. But that's what we're up against, you know. There are some people deeply invested in it all. You know?
Hey, Doris, it was funny though because the first rumor was that he was doing the game with Stadia, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was doing the game with Stadia. Now you didn't hear much people complaining about that until you hear the rumor he's making a game with Xbox.
It's exactly that. It's exactly. I mean, it's like Asobo Studios, for example, would make a Plague Tale, which is a fantastic game, and then they make Flight Simulator, which, you know, like it's not for everyone, but at the end of the day, you got to hold your hands up. It is a technical. It's fucking unbelievable what it does. Yeah,
right.
But if like. You could imagine Sony guys going, "Oh, they're trash. It's trash. It's trash." But if Sony announced they purchased them tomorrow, oh, you know, like it's double standards, you know.
Yeah, always.
And that's the thing that pisses me off is like some higher profile people on like Twitter are so fucking like Jekyll and Hyde that 1 minute something's trash, but then once Sony do it, like, you know, the whole $1 Game Pass model, you know, I'm concerned about the devs. But if Sony do that, regardless of day and date, if Sony bring out PlayStation Now version 2 revamped, and they've got third-party deals coming in, not one of them are going to complain about the dev. They ain't going to give a shit, you know? It's just double standards, you know? Just don't be a fucking idiot at the end of the day.
It's always double standards. Just look at, like, we got J-Rock on the podcast, and for years, other guys tormented the Xbox community on Twitter, right? Just went after Xbox guys, and for years, a lot of Xbox guys just didn't fight back. Now that they're fighting back, those guys are jocking people like J-Rock and some, they're blocking them. Like, you guys can deal it out for years. You guys can dish shit for years, but can't take it. Now you're blocking people that's fighting back, that's talking trash back. It's crazy.
That is usually the way, isn't it? The biggest talkers are the ones who can't take it. So when it goes the other way, they throw a fit about it, you know.
And the crazy part about this whole thing was that for years you'll hear we need competition. I'm not hating Xbox because
I hate that shit.
Right, I'm not hating just to hate. I just want Xbox to be better because we need competition in the gaming industry. You get competition now, and it's just a bunch of babies crying. It doesn't matter. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks. It doesn't matter. They could do it. They could cure cancer. It still sucks.
Yeah. And like I said, I've said for the longest time is the Sony side who have had that last generation of like flexing and enjoying everything that happened. Xbox are a division of Microsoft who are arguably if not one of the most powerfulest companies in the world, and they haven't took gaming seriously until now. And Satya Nadella and Phil coming out and saying we're all in on gaming, Bethesda publishing acquisitions, you know, everything that they're doing is proof of the direction that they're going. You know, and people trying to downplay that, it's just dumb. You know, Game Pass is, if you're on the Xbox platform and you're in Game Pass, like, how is that a bad thing? You know, you get Outriders, you get all these games. Like, it's, as a gamer, that's what you want. You want a service like that where you can just tap into any game straight away and just bang on with it. You know, it's
I'll give you I'll give you a prime example, Dodge. I know you were listening in between whilst you were coming home. In Australia, like a game like Returnal, in Australia, New Zealand, that game is worth $125.
Mm.
And that that game is like it's a tough, it's a challenging game. It's a tough game. A lot of people don't want to put that money because it's not known. But imagine that game in Game Pass. A lot more people will give it a try. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I get exactly. Like when I was doing the videos before, like over a year ago, 2K with NBA were going to be the first dev to talk about $70 games, and it was like, why? They don't justify it. They don't do it on PC. There's no reason for it. And they hide their little bullshit excuses like next gen version or ray tracing, all these like tag words like ray tracing. You know, it's like the ray trace version, extra $10, but it's not on PC, so there's no reason for it. They just take the piss at the end of the day. And again, that's another plus of Game Pass. Is it's a one-off fee that people want to criticize and say that it's not a good bit. Like, look, that's the one that I love the most, is the people who say how like damaging it is for Microsoft. Microsoft are worth like 2 trillion or whatever they're worth. It's not just a startup business. They know what they're doing. Like they know, like anyone who's concerned about the financial side of it, like you haven't got to worry about it. Just worry about the access that you get to games. You know, it's it's wild out there, man.
Yeah, definitely, bro. We can kind of close it, man. I've never asked like J-Rock and Dodge like when you got like the CEO, like you brought it up, saying he's come out multiple times now talking about Xbox. We're all in on gaming. We want to lead in gaming. This is the CEO, Dodge, and when you hear that he's coming out, the main guy's coming out. This is not the previous generation when Xbox had to be that type of side piece, like play your shit in the garage. You're a small band, carry on playing your shit there. Don't disturb us. But now Phil's at the seat. CEO is coming out. They're investing in studios game, which we are seeing, and we're hearing about more studios, more investment in games. How does it feel as an Xbox fan coming into this generation, Dodge? How does it feel to see like the CEO and the investment they're doing in for Xbox in gaming, especially with Game Pass, which us guys we love as a service? How do you feel about that?
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to upset people, but like it's everything that Phil has done since coming in is like so pro-consumer. We had like the Xbox Live Gold price hike thing, which I think was a publicity stunt, but whatever, that got squashed. But how can you downplay everything that Xbox are doing? Like they're literally like Sony. I said this before. Sony will carry on. They could carry on doing their model of exclusive games and hardware selling, and they'll be fine. They'll be absolutely fine, and they'll carry on. But Xbox are going in a completely different direction now. Like, and as an Xbox, if you're invested in the Xbox ecosystem, like you've got cloud gaming. You can take your games on the go if you want to do that. You've got so many access points. You know, games on PC. So if you get a PC later down the line, the game just sync. Like, look at the carnage with a PS5 trying to sync your game over.
Yeah.
Whereas like, I'll install like the Outer Worlds, for example, or something else like State of Decay 2. It comes up syncing. It brings my save up. It's there. It's convenient. It's easy. Like, it's good. And the thing is, with like Fables and everything else that's coming, you know, Redfall, all this stuff that's coming.
Starfield was the one that made everybody cry.
I mean, some people might still hang around with the meta scoring, but I mean, Xbox's idea is to sort of release a big AAA game every quarter going forward now. So you're going to get at least 4 a year.
Do you believe they can manage that as of right now?
Of course. Why couldn't they? They've got 23 studios, plus they're growing. They've come out and said they're growing. So why could they not? A lot of those studios have got 2 teams as well, working on simultaneous stuff. Like, it's going to be too much. Like, there's going to be too much.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I mentioned this today. Why do these ponies? I believe they can do that. Definitely. Drop like four what's going on, Paul Game? What has he changed his name? Paul Game? Is that Paul G? I think it was Paul G. Yeah, Paul G.
Paul
Yeah,
G.
Paul Game. What's going on, bro? Why do they still believe that they still only got 6 studios? That's what makes me laugh.
See, I told you, man, bro. They still think this is the Xbox One generation for some reason.
Do they still think that Nixes was going to be organically grown into a
Oh shit!
instead of a PC porting? Even though Sony came out and admitted that that's what they're going to do, that they still clinging on to that.
Exactly what they admitted. Yeah,
it's just the writing's on the wall. They're copying what Xbox are doing, but they don't want to admit to it. With the Game Passy type model with PlayStation Now, the revamping with the whole PC porting, getting games on. Why? Jez Gordon said it loads of time. Why would you leave the money on the table? They've got great software. They've got great games. Why shut off the PC user base? Like,
exactly.
And they know that now.
The potential is huge with PC gaming, and Sony, for the longest they tried to say, no, we're just going to stick with our consoles. No, that's out the window now because they're clearly going to put their games on PC. I'm not sure if it's going to be in day and date. Eventually, maybe it will. Eventually. Yeah, eventually. But right now, man, listen, Horizon Zero Dawn and Days Gone both did well on PC. So they're like, yo, we got to put the rest of our games on there. But at the same time, because I actually gave them props for picking up Nixes. I said, if they're going to port their games on PC, they have an in-house team to do that for them. They don't have to ask Guerrilla Games or Naughty Dog to port their games on PC. No, Nixes would do it. I think that's brilliant. And that's showing that that's what they're going to do moving forward.
Definitely. That's definitely a smart move. Like having a developer like that is known for porting like the games to the PC to console, like consoles to PC. And Nixes, bro, I remember I sent 2. I wish I had the receipts. I think J-Rock will have it. I remember people saying they got Nixes so they can build a brand new game.
Yeah,
did you see that shit?
I saw like your boy said that. A CG said that, Sean. He said they bought Nixes just so they're building a brand new IP. And people was like, hold on, man, Nixes is known for porting console games to PC, and they do a very good job at it. But that's what they're known for, porting console games to PC. So what makes you guys think they're going to start doing new IPs? They don't know how to do a new IP. That's they've ever done is port games to PC. Come on.
Yeah. It's insane that J-Rock. Go on, Dodge.
So I was just going to say, not just that as well, these studios that Sony pick up, Microsoft pick studios up, and within a heartbeat, they're hiring. They're hiring loads of people. Yep. They want to get low. They want to grow these studios bigger and better. Sony just pick them up and just like, and they're not bad studios. Do you know what I mean? Like Insomniac are great, but where was the big, huge like growth in the studio? Right. You know, they're just picking them up. Xbox are literally, I believe, like in sort of mid-gen, this gen, the roadmap for Xbox will be ridiculous.
Oh my God!
I agree with that.
So like before we go to J-Rod, let me say this right quick. What your initial point was? Can they make these? Was it one big game every quarter? When Matt Booty first said that, I think it was in 2019. People laughed, including myself. I was like, "There's no way in the hell Xbox can have one AAA game per quarter."
That was 15 studios at the time, though. I think 13 studios, something like that.
15 studios, but I was still kind of like, no way could they really pull this off. But who would have known what they were about to do with Bethesda? And like Sean said from the beginning, to know that they're not finished yet, they will absolutely be able to drop one first-party title per quarter. And not just that, I just feel that once the games start, they're not going to stop. I say that all the time, Sean, right? Once the games start, they're not going to stop. The games are going to start this fall with Halo and Forza. It's not going to stop. It's going to be one big, huge game per quarter. I'm just saying.
Well, that Redfall is in the second quarter, isn't it, of next year?
That's summertime, probably, yeah. But that's the thing. There's so many games that not even the first party. You know, like people like talk about the first party. Our first party is important, but second and third party deals is very important as well.
Man.
You know, like we play bro, we play multiplayer games. Come on, we don't only play exclusive only on the consoles. That's not the only game. If it was only that, we only get to play like 3-4 games a year. That's it, max. If we're talking about exclusives only.
Yeah, exactly. A pony, well, like the pony that was in the chat earlier. I know you guys know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He had told me a couple years ago when I did a video. Now I was a much smaller channel. I did a video saying how I thought Xbox E3 2018 was a good show. And he hit me in the comment section, nope, it can't be a good show. They didn't show many first-party games. I was like, well, I do play multiplayer also, you know. Nope. Yeah. It doesn't matter. So I said, wow. Hey man, go ahead, Jay. What you want to say?
Yeah,
comparing each company's roadmap right now for this year, next year, you can't help but be excited for the direction Xbox is heading to, right?
Right.
We see Game Pass is important to Microsoft and Xbox. We see they need to keep up with the quality of games. They need to keep giving us content in order to subscribe. God forbid they have to report something like Sony just did, where the users are leaving PlayStation Plus.
Yeah.
I mean, because let's be honest, why do you need to play for PlayStation Plus? If you don't play multiplayer games, you don't get multiplayer games anyway from Sony first party.
Right.
Their games are not day and date. So it's justifiable to see. It should be expected that those numbers go down, but Xbox is doing a tremendous job. That if Game Pass is big now, just imagine when those games come out, man. Like
it starts this fall, bro.
Yeah, that Forza and that Halo, that's free to play. I know they're gonna advertise Game Pass a whole bunch, right?
Yep.
They're like, listen, you think Halo free to play is fire? Imagine the campaign. You could get it free on Game Pass right now.
Yeah, man. It's just gonna be insane, like including the second and third party deals.
Yeah, exactly what I was gonna say. Like,
bro, you can't. There's so many games that are games about. Like, I think there's a game coming out. I think it's this month, I believe, or this week. It's called Art of Rally or something. I don't know if you've seen it. It's like it's a racing, like an old school type of racing game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I think. Let's be honest. Most of us might not buy that game. We'll probably never look at that game, but because it's coming in part of our service, I can say Dodge, bro. Let's download it. Let's give it a try. And bro, that's all it takes. We don't need to spend $20 on the game or $60. Like Outriders, me and Dirk completed Outriders. I was never gonna buy that game, but fucking I loved it. Loved every second of it.
Just saying that, Back for Blood, I got the code for that and was playing that last night. That game, like, obviously it was all over Twitch last night. If that gets enough eyes looking at that could be a huge Game Pass game, because if any of you have played it, like, it's just Left 4 Dead, but it's modern setting. It's just 4-player co-op, easy, bang, 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 bang. That will fly through Game Pass. I think that'll do much better than Outriders, and Square Enix will really happy with how Outriders did in Game Pass. So I think the third party will just go from strength to strength, personally.
Yeah. And one more thing, a lot of people aren't talking about. Have any of you guys noticed Microsoft's marketing team stepping up?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
yep.
Absolutely.
With commercials. Have you seen the new commercial that has with the attorney and Halo's in it? Some Halo characters in it?
I've not seen that.
No, I haven't seen that one.
It's on YouTube.
Who's that actor that does Deadpool?
Oh, you talking about Ryan
Reynolds?
Yeah, I did see that one.
Yeah, you see it? Yeah, man, they're on point with everything. It's with the music video.
Oh yeah, that was funny. Hey, you know, Jay, there's a confidence about Xbox they haven't had in a long time, man. There's a swag confidence they haven't had in a long time. Man. It's good to see, man. It's really good to see, because when you said that, if you want to compare the roadmaps, Sony has God of War, they have Horizon Forbidden West, they have Forspoken, Final Fantasy 16, which of course are timed exclusives, both of those games. But but as far as first party, they have Horizon and God of War, 2 huge games. Don't get me wrong, but the roadmap that Xbox has provided, has shown us, is absolutely ridiculous, man. Absolutely
Dirt.
ridiculous.
And let's not forget that roadmap, Sony roadmap.
Mhm.
It's beneficial also to the PlayStation 4 owners,
Right. That's
right?
right. That's right.
Yeah,
That's
If you
the
want to talk
difference
about
between the roadmap for the Xbox. Xbox is showing you what you could get exclusively for your Xbox Series X that you could benefit from, right? You're gonna see those
absolutely right,
benefits on
bro.
that.
You're right, bro.
PlayStation, on the other hand, is showing you games that you can still play on the PlayStation 4
You're right,
for next
bro.
year. Like
Yeah.
somebody that has a PlayStation 4 be like, listen, I could save money. I don't even have to buy a console until 2023, if that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, man. That's true.
that was funny, don't it? They were talking about Xbox. You don't need to buy an Xbox.
Those guys are talking so, bro. Listen, let me say it. Hey, man, put the TTS up right quick. Sorry, right
let's
quick,
go
before
for
the
it.
show ends. I'm sorry. Let me say this right quick. Not only were they talking so much shit regarding we believe in generations, because they were really going after Xbox guys. You've seen it, Sean J Rock. You've seen it. They was going after Xbox guys and said Xbox is trash and Sony knows how to do next generation consoles, only for them to just lie about the whole thing.
Mhm.
And not just that, man. Let's not forget. Let's not forget about what PlayStation guys said about 2021. Xbox has nothing for 2021. Xbox is dead. Bro, 2021 was supposed to be the year PlayStation is going to kill it. They was going to have God of War, they was going to have Horizon Forbidden West. And now those guys ain't really saying shit right now. That's why they're looking at fruit in multiplayer flights.
But they were never gonna have Horizon and God of War. I think we all kind of knew that.
God of War was just it was a con, bro.
Yeah, but this is the whole point again. Is so people who critiqued Xbox and Bethesda showcase, CGI, there's CGI. You know, where's the gameplay? Where's this? Where's that? God of War was literally just a title reveal and people lost their minds. And don't get me wrong, like it's a great game and we knew there was going to be a sequel for it, but I knew it weren't coming out within that. Like, listen, I've said it before, Sony are so clever with their marketing. They're so clever because they convince you into buying their hardware. Like they convince you to lock in. They said, this is what's coming. We knew it weren't coming. People have bought into it and they've got the lesser versions on 99% of games. They've got the lesser version of third-party performance in games. Sony are already working on a refresh console, which tells you enough. Now you've got the whole carnage with the SSD. Look, I don't have an expansion slot for my Xbox, but we used to do this shit on the PlayStation. We just push that in, and that was it. None of this compartment, it's all madness, but they convinced you because they showed you something that you thought you were going to get and you're not getting it. With Xbox, Halo killed them, because they didn't. But what Xbox have done through the third-party deals and stuff like GamePass, they've managed to stick in there to a point where they're selling really well on their hardware. People are coming up for the Xbox hype, if you will. And now the games are coming. So in a year or two's time, you're going to have Halo, Forza Horizon. You would have seen more on Forza Motorsport. You would have seen more on Fable, Perfect Dark. All this other shit that's coming. Like, why would you not be invested in Xbox?
All right. And to expand on that, they showed their marketing was, we're going to offer you games that can only be capable of running on a PlayStation 5, right? Like on Godfall.
Yeah.
That turned out to be false, right? That was a lie.
Right.
That could run on your PlayStation 4. We're gonna hit you with the bangers. God of War is coming. It's not coming. Yep. Horizon is coming. It's not coming. We have all these features. Super fast SSD. It's revolutionary. Well, now you could buy a low speed bargain bin SSD off the rack and it'll work. You can still run the games off of that.
And the heatsink, you can get expansion for $200, but you've got to add your own heatsink, and we can't guarantee. Like, they've come out. That's the thing that no one's talking about. Like, I can't remember what company it was that showed off their SSD in an advertisement and said we're ready, but nobody is mentioning the fact that Sony themselves have come out and said, if like anything happens with your console, like, we're not liable for it. Like, so
Yeah.
basically, if you want to expand your memory, you're risking losing £4,500. Like, it's shit. It's dog marketing.
And
like,
and they can't guarantee the same read speeds. Hence why you have Jeff Keighley on Twitter asking everybody what's your read speeds.
What's
Everybody
this?
comparing.
What's this? Johansson is saying people are testing the slow SSDs, and they are working sometimes better than the internal.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yes,
shit.
that's what I was talking about. That's what I was talking about.
Shit.
Your answer was right on it.
Yeah,
The
like
PS5
I
is
remember they were.
just.
I remember.
Hey, Sue.
I remember they're talking about the old Samsung Evo, like the Gen 3 ones. They were still beating some of the other companies' Gen 4 drives. So like, it's a weird thing. Like they're not all created equal. So it's gonna be a lot of trial and error, and somebody have to make a spreadsheet for which ones are the best and shit like that. Like so,
Right.
it's just gonna be a wild west out there.
I just think, like, all joking aside and not radical or anything at all, look at that console. Look at the design of that was Mark Cerny's plan from the get-go, because it weren't. And once Xbox spilt their beans and said, this is what we've got, Sony went, fuck, we got to ramp it up. Yeah, we got to ramp up the clocks. That's what it is. It's overclocked.
Absolutely.
So that's why it's got that huge heat sink in there.
And liquid metal. That's why they need. Yeah, that's why they put liquid metal into it.
People who I know have said to me that it's based off of a 5700 XT AMD GPU, which is behind what Xbox are doing. So they've dialed the clocks up to try and close the gap, so to speak. But it's dangerous. That's why everyone's gear was crashing, because
because even Gamers Nexus was saying that it was too hot. And like the artifact you were seeing in certain games is because like that's what happens when you overclock stability. You're gonna see like artifacting and stuff like that and crashes. And they probably fixed some stuff. I mean, the fan speeds are higher than they used to be. Maybe that helped out a little bit, but yeah.
That big fan, that huge fan, and then you've got more to the point, without even going into the specifics of it. Japanese console, Japanese market, big fucking thing like that. They don't want that. Like, so
they don't big, they don't want the small.
They like minimal, like a Series S. They want tiny things.
Right.
Like they don't want big, huge bellied consoles. Like,
right.
Not even just that, they have limited living space.
Exactly. And the reports early on was that the specs for the PlayStation 5 were already in place a few years before, right? It was supposed to come out
2019.
2019 was the target.
Correct. So if it was supposed to come out 2019, they had the components in place, they knew the price, right? How is it you could tell they had to do some revisions because now it's over they have a big heat sink and they're just now, right? For something that was supposed to be releasing in 2019, they're just now making a profit or not losing money on the console. So that means they had to revise and put extra things in it that bump the cost up of the console in order for you to be losing money on every console sold. Right?
Yeah.
That's the thing, like, it's go on, Sue.
No, I'm saying, or other parts got cheaper. Like, I mean, typically with every, technology and, every console, it starts out, selling at a loss. And then by the time the end of the generation, they're making money off the console because typically parts get cheaper. So I don't know, maybe it's the RDNA 1.5 not costing as much as manufacturers RDNA 2. I don't know. But they couldn't afford RDNA 3.
Oh man, it's just it's gonna be a hell of a generation. I said I think I said in my video, and you talked about this as well. Like, when it comes to this generation, be ready for the battle, bro. It's not gonna be like last generation when people are talking that shit. Even when it goes to games as well, they're gonna be going toe to toe, bro. Straight up, this generation is gonna be a hell of a fight.
It is. If you're into that thing, if you're into that console,
we do podcasts, we on the Twitter, so we gotta talk that shit.
Anybody
the funniest thing about it is the funniest thing about it is the Sony guys, the Sony warriors who have fought so hard for them over the last gen. all of their narratives have to change now. So they either look like massive hypocrites themselves, which they will, because Sony are going to shift this gen. They're going to be putting games on PC that may not be day and date, so that might be the one thing that they can cling on to. But PlayStation Now is going to come back, and they're going to be doing big third-party deals. They're going to try and they ain't going to just let Microsoft run off. That's why they did the deal with the Azure network. Like, they're going to shift, and the fanboys are going to look fucking stupid. So that's the be-all end-all of it.
Facts.
Yeah, bro, man. Yosu, what else do you want to talk about, bro? Because you just come in, so we got like 5-10 minutes. You want to say some stupid shit? Say it now before we close the show.
Nah, I just hopped in because like I assumed you're gonna be off because like this is late for you. So when I saw you like we're still on, I said, okay, let me hop in real quick. But yeah, man, like it's been spooky and hilarious at the same time. Like I this is Dirt's guy for Tanga Plays. I went back and watched like all his latest videos, and they're all about pony salts and crying ponies. And then yeah, you have to go back and watch it. Like, and they do it to themselves. These are self-inflicted wounds. I mean, like even today, Thrash was like, what they were talking about the Crunchyroll. You get 3 months of Game Pass PC. He's like, yeah, but it's not Xbox Game Pass. I said, what?
Yeah,
I went to the page and I screenshot. It says Xbox Game Pass for PC. That's still Xbox gaming. You're in the ecosystem.
I saw that
really
stupid
mad
shit
at this box. Like, you think that it ends at the box?
Bro, he's still saying Xbox ain't got no games. But you don't shut the fuck up.
And then he said, yeah, hopefully this will be faster for the console to be, phased out. No, they're not gonna be phased out because there's people like you capping like you don't like it, but still buying it because he just bought one.
He's still saying that. That is after Xbox repeatedly said this is not going to be the last Xbox console. He's still saying the console is going to be phased out. I said, okay, bro.
Well, we know it's not going to be the last PlayStation console because they're making a revision right now to make that bitch smaller and cooler.
Right. Definitely.
I always wonder what Xbox are going to do because Phil came out and actually said they'd never be beaten on power again. So if Sony revise their console, excuse me, and is slightly more capable than the Series X, do Xbox then come out with another revision? I don't see
Sony. Don't need a revision.
They will. They said they'll never be on price or power ever again.
But the thing is, Sony, that Sony dropped the price of their console to just be more marketable. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, they were originally going to come in with the same price point as the Series X, but once the power difference was so big, they dropped it down. So if Sony revise their console, they're probably going to be dearer than the Series X. So it's weird, isn't it? But I just think because Phil came out and stated that they'd never be beaten on power again, it's like, well, if Sony come out with something more powerful, do they bring out another thing?
Possible, yeah, it's very possible. I would say with the PlayStation revision, I think that is kind of it's going to be small, lighter.
They're going to do it like a slim model.
Maybe slim and change maybe some of the components inside, make it more so it doesn't maybe overheat and all that bullshit. What a couple of the guys look when people talk about like those guys are clapping for when the PlayStation 5 was overheating. We knew guys in our DMs that had PlayStation, not only one person, like 3, 4, 5 guys, they were having problems at the start.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised they're doing a revision.
And then the reason also you can tell there's going to be more consoles because they picked the name so that Xbox can be the brand. He said this generation of Xboxes is just going to be called Xbox. And then we're going to have series of Xboxes. That means there's going to be several under the umbrella. So like just like a car, you have the so-and-so series and the so-and-so series. And that's how they're going to want to do it.
And
so
also like
another something.
And also when you say about their revision on their console, making it smaller and stuff like that, they can't make it much smaller with that heat sink in there. The only way they can lose that is by not dialing the clocks up, which means they'd have to get more expensive parts in there, more expensive processors and GPUs in there, which means it's going to be weird to see what they do. It's going to be interesting to see what they do as well.
But imagine that dodge. Go on, Sue.
Well, I was going to say, well, what they can do is the same thing the Switch did, and it can be the same power, but use a smaller nanometer, chipset, so the power is less of a draw, so it's going to be less heat. And typically, the smaller, the nanometer size, you can condense the size of the fucking chip without having to heat and have the same amount of power. But it was also the RAM was super hot. So my best bet is they need a better cooling solution than they look like. It looked like they decided what the box was gonna be first, and then said put it in that bitch, make it fit in there. And they said, damn, fuck it, enlarge it and then make it fit in there. Because even like the Gamers Nexus, he's like, this is a horrible fan to use for this type of thing. Like legit. The best version of making it is the way the Xbox made it because of natural convection and how heat rises. And you've heard nothing about the Xbox overheating. It's hot to the exhaust, but that's because that's what it's supposed to do.
That's just, exactly.
Hey, let me tell you something. So when I had caught COVID, right, about a month ago, I was in the basement. I was kind of quarantining myself. When I tell you my Xbox Series X stayed on for like 5 days straight. No issue with it. I'm talking about 5 days straight, bro. Never cut it off. I'm in the basement for 5 straight days. And
it works. It works like a PC. Like
it's just on. Yeah. You still couldn't hear it. It was flawless,
man. Bro, you know what's crazy? Last month we had a heat wave over here in New York, right? So we had a power shortage. The power went out. I was playing the game. Power came back on. Booted up my the Series X. Tell me why Quick Resume still work.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy.
One of the most underrated. That's like people who don't have it or kind of downplay. It's a hell of a feature, bro, and I can't wait. Like when Xbox is makes it more available for more games.
You never knew you needed until you had it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, Jigga J, you missed a giveaway. MJ Hernandez, he won the code.
Look at R&B, Underground Gamer, you POS.
Yeah, what's going on, man? No, but that's the thing, bro. 1 second. What's this? I just missed it. Cold vaccine. All right. Go on, BBWs.
Yeah.
R&B loves that shit. But guys, let's close the show out, man. Your Dodge, what's going on, bro, with you?
Oh, nothing, mate. Literally, I just come straight from work. Sean, we met up at XO19.
Awesome, that was.
A few times.
Your Dodge, I took over. Me and my brothers took over that show.
I know. I remember, because you remember my situation. I ended up going with the guy Joe, because I had a spare ticket. My partner at the time didn't want to go, so I had a spare ticket. So this guy came, met you there, and and then the next thing, you and your lot were just shouting the odds and all that. It was fun, man. It was good, but I see you doing your show. I've been watching when I can.
Appreciate it.
And it's good, man. I like you. You know your shit as well. It ain't just you ain't just another guy doing a podcast because everyone's doing a podcast. So when you said about it, I was like, yeah, I'm up for talking. Do you know what I mean? So I came home for it. But other than that, I was doing some videos recently, but work's been a bit fucking mega. Life's been a bit mega, so I haven't really done anything. I was trying to do some streaming.
I'll send that.
If you look at my, the Ascent's not in a great state at the minute to be doing it either. Just fucking about. Hopefully I'll be doing some more content next week and get some stuff
get
out.
onto it, man, because obviously you were doing really good at the time. I know a lot of things has happened. Mike Larry is Sean786. That's my gamer tag. Yeah, man. Let's get back on.
Shithead 786.
Oh shit. Talking of shit. Nah, Sue, what's going on? Yo, Sue.
Yeah.
Next time, you motherfucker, listen. When I send the link,
No, I was trying to hit the unmute shit. And it was like
wake the
under
fuck
the
up
fucking-
early. Go to sleep properly on time.
I haven't been asleep yet.
You haven't been asleep and you fucking didn't come into the show. You're taking a fucking piss, aren't you?
Oh man. Listen, I was up playing we were playing Back for Blood first, and then we're playing Knockout City, and people trying to test my gangster. I had slap liberal, not liberal, infamous liberal gaming up. Me and Rain had to whip him up too. Vaughn was in there, but yeah, we're playing Back for Blood. It's I think it depends on what you think of it. Like, if you expect Left 4 Dead, you got Left 4 Dead.
Yeah,
It's
bro.
just an upgrade Left 4
Good
Dead.
shit.
If you expected it to be like some kind of monumental upgrade, you might be disappointed. But I'm enjoying it. I think it's a cool game to run with your people, just like how Left 4 Dead was. It wasn't a super deep game. It was just like a Vermintide, type of game where you're just running around the hordes and beating up shit. So, besides that, I'm playing some Ascent. I'm liking it. I played some.
I like it.
co-op.
I think.
Yeah, I played some co-op too.
That's the
thing I
only
don't-
downfall, isn't it? You don't get your story doesn't progress on that game.
The story doesn't progress, but like anything you collect does.
Yeah, bro. That game is. I'm really impressed. I wish that game is successful. Which it is. It talked about making money and stuff like
Yeah.
that. That's good for the team. But the level of detail and it, like
Yes.
Dodge was talking about like
Yes.
destruction, even the NPCs, bro.
sound.
When he killing people and they're running away and all that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Explosion.
The level design
Oh.
is dope. The ambiance is dope. I said this to somebody else. I was like, it was more cyberpunk than cyberpunk was cyberpunk.
In Cyberpunk, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the world felt like an actual cyberpunk world. Like,
Bro, the
And they just-
weapons, the customized the robots, and when you get
Yeah.
like spider bots and all that bullshit.
mm,
I've been away. Obviously, I've been really busy this week. But I put about at least 4 or 5 hours into it so far, and I'm impressed with it
what
so
level?
far.
What level are you?
15 or 14 or 15, I think.
Yeah, I think I'm not the same. Yeah, but I was. What happened with me is I played like the first kind of like mission myself, and then Liberal was like, "Can I, help him out with this robot?" Now, mind you, I'm probably like level 2. He like level 15. I hop in there, my levels go bing, 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 bing. So like, I haven't really played through as much as probably the campaign as you, but since I was like, in his world grinding, like I was just getting a whole bunch of levels real quick because like. You can face off against high level enemies. You just have to know how to keep it moving.
You gotta be like ducking and all that shit as well.
Yeah. And then like a part of the world where I got stuck in, I went too far, and it was like, yeah, these level 25 dudes around here. I said, oh,
Bro, they
say
whoop your
less.
ass, them. They whoop your ass,
Guess
them,
what?
dude.
If you can hold your own, you can actually beat them. It's just that I was so far in when I was trying to leave, I'm still stuck in the highest level. So I'm trying to get to the train station, and there's just dudes post up outside the train station like it was a trap. And I couldn't do nothing. I had to fight my way out.
Yeah.
I'm liking it. And I'm glad that word of mouth is more important than Metacritic because
100%.
that 64 is bullshit. Straight like that.
Oh, that game, I'll be honest, as of right now, I know I've not completed it, but I think the PC score is more accurate.
Yeah, it's like about a
75,
75, 74,
Yeah.
something like that.
That
Yeah,
was-
I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, man. Shout out to Fuck You. It's giving the AC Unity code. Guys, enjoy it because with the Series X and the S, you get the FPS boost, 60 FPS, bro. I need to play that game, definitely. Yo, J Rock,
Yo.
what's going on, bro? On Twitter, I know you be
Man.
talking that shit. You said you took my
Listen.
advice for TTS, and you're doing a hell of a job, bro. What's up
Thank
with
you,
you?
brother. Thank you. Listen,
I told you
I finally
I
got
like the J on J violence. J on J
Oh,
violence. Every day.
yeah, I saw that. Listen, I finally got consecutive days off. I got the next 4 days off. So all I'm gonna do is just chill at home, game, finish up Biomutant, like I told you earlier. The Ascent, of course, I need to finish it. I need to dive in, but I'm gonna finish Biomutant first, and then Death's Door. That's my plans. Psychonauts is coming out soon. I'll be on that, and I'm just
Too
trying to
many
get ready
games,
for
bro.
Halo.
too many games.
Word. Too many games. I'm just trying to get ready for Halo and Forza Horizon because those two games right there, boy, this is gonna be crazy.
Yeah, bro, man. Horizon 5, I don't know what to say with that. Them developers, bro, they're on a different level, straight up.
Fire.
Yeah, my
Fire.
favorite. My favorite.
Yeah,
And talking
bro.
of fire, bro, my brother from WBG, the host of WBG, what's going on with you, bro?
What up?
What up with you?
No, shit, Shan. What up with you? Ain't shit up with me, Shan. I'm chilling.
You chilling?
Hell yes.
Come
I just
on,
had
man.
me a mashed potato sandwich. That shit was delicious.
Nah,
A
man.
mashed potato salad? What?
Sandwich.
That's even worse.
That's
A mashed
worse.
potato sandwich? What?
Nah,
Sandwich.
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me on, bro. Oh, that's right. I ain't no guest. Man, I'm supposed to be here every weekend.
Yeah, you're supposed to be.
Okay.
No, man. WBG had a good show last week. I'm hoping to be back this Monday. If not, it'll be definitely
you
a week
hoping?
after. Hoping, busy man. You see me rolling.
You hope
He's supposed to be.
You're pitching me rolling. That video is gonna be fun on Monday. Otherwise, you gotta wait until I come back to use it.
no,
We're gonna leak the footage. Like
I'm using that shit Monday
Oh shit.
with or without you.
No, well, anyway, the WBG on Mondays, bro. You had GamePass Perry on as well. Some good information from his side of the world. And do you know what? Shout out to the chat as well. We had over 30 people on, man. Respect to you guys. I know some of you guys is really early. What's going on, Joey? I know Joey was working as well. So, what do you have to say to these ponies? Or do you want me to say it?
Nah, hey, it's your show, man. You said, bro. Hey, man, give us the Sean final minute. I mean, like, final thoughts. I'm sorry.
Final thoughts, okay. Now, listen here, you motherfucking ponies. You know what you have to do. Walk down that street corner, put both of your hands out, and sell your bitch ass for $70 so you can pay for them games. You talk about sales, motherfucker, go buy Returnal so it sells more than that. You got 10 million PlayStation 5s out there. That shit only sold 500,000. You fucking cappers. Ratchet and Clank, a game changer. SSD only works with the SSD because of the PlayStation super fast. That shit only sold 1 million. 10 million consoles out there, and they only sold 1 million. You fucking bitches. You talk the talk, but you don't walk the walk. Bitch, walk down that street corner, like I said, and that's it. Sell your bitch ass. And everybody in the chat, you know how it is. Talk that shit.
TTS, baby.
Hit that
TTS,
like
guys.
button.
Hit that like button. MJ, I'm going to be sending you that code, DEFDO. Whatever you want to do with it. If you want to sell it, sell that bitch. Straight up. Shout out to the panel. Shout out to the chat. Fuck the ponies. Fuck the PlayStation. Fuck you all. I'm out.
Peace.
I got $10 for you if you want.
We're not out yet. Go on. What do you want to say, Stu? We're not out yet. Go on.
Oh no, I was fucking around. I said I bought a code for $10.
Oh shit.
That
I
was
see you
fire,
guys.
man.
I see you guys later.
All right, y'all.
Yeah.
Peace.